Okay, guys, sports experts here, finally. And the Tigers just took Ohio State catcher Dylan Dingler, so the Indians will not get him. So he goes to a division rival, too. Two guys I really like, Spencer Torkelson and Dylan Dingler, both go to the Tigers. That stinks. So an Ohio State catcher, Dylan Dingler, wow. So he ends up going to Detroit. Usually a top player on that's supposed to go in the first round, usually it's the first pick, second round, and there's Dylan Dingler. Tigers like, nope, we'll grab him.
So Dingler really stood out this fall when he converted back to catcher. There's a little bit of a concern about how much contact he'll make.
Really like the pick, though.
And there's not a long track record. He didn't have a summer on the tape.
I really like Dylan Dingler. Great pick by the Tigers.
The Orioles picked him. With the 39th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Baltimore Orioles select Hudson Haskin.
Ooh! Already? That was fast. Hudson Haskin. Wow. That was that was fast. Wow. All right. He went fast. I thought Haskin would go third round, but he goes second round. How about that? What a pick by the Orioles. Okay, I really like this kid. I think this is a good choice by them. I'm going to read about some more prospects, guys. So Hudson Haskin, the 39th pick by the Baltimore Orioles, center fielder out of Tulane.
The swing mechanics are a little funky, but he performed well this year at a smaller summer conference, smaller summer wood bat league, and then this spring performed well again. He was good enough to get on the radar to go this high with a short spring, and there's a chance for above average everyday player. There's just not a ton of track record. Great attitude, like most kids, but a terrific speed guy that you mentioned.
I like this guy more.
Playing certainly didn't impact the ability of the Orioles to say it doesn't matter. This is an SEC. This is an ACC.
So I'm looking at prospect Sam Weatherly out of Clemson. Looking at him now. He is nice. His control kind of stinks though.
And especially from the Northeast, they're not getting the.
I don't know. I don't know about him. I'm not big on him.
The A-Sun Jacksonville from Minnesota, Wisconsin. That's where these sorts of players tend to come. That's figured as former Winged Beaver.
So the Marlins are on the clock with 40th pick. Here's Carl Ravitch and Jessica Mendoza.
Now you got a chance to understand all about Dylan Dingler, who we talked a little bit about yesterday.
What a 50s. Ooh, alright. Well, not bad, not bad. For Colt Keith. Let me read about him.
Eddie touched on his versatility. I mean, going from catcher to center field. This is a guy, we talked a lot about this. He played so many sports when he was a kid. He was a wrestler. He did track.
So, pick is in for the Miami Marlins.
Football, all of it. His dad played college football. His mom was in track and field in Division I at Bowling Green. So this is a guy who has a ton of diversity and is super.
Definitely could be better. Not the
Yeah, and
one of the two-way players I'm not big on, but if he's a two-way player, I will take it. Colt Keith. So here's the Marlins selection.
With the 40th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Miami Marlins select left-handed pitcher Daxton Fulton.
Ooh, Dax Fulton to the Marlins. So they take another pitcher and they take Dax Fulton. I like the pick. He was one of the more underrated players coming into the day today for me. So I really like the pick of Dax Fulton. So let's see what the chat's saying. So what's up, guys? What's up, Giants Alliance? Thanks for joining the stream, my man. Really appreciate it. My chat is lagging a little bit, so I couldn't really get the chat here. But thanks for joining the stream, my man. I really appreciate it. As the Kansas City Royals will be on the clock now. As my chat. So I had to use OBS now because I actually have the limit on StreamYard now, and I don't want to pay $20 a month, so I got OBS here now, and it's been nice. So, but I really appreciate you joining the stream, my man. Got a few people here, 4 people here. I really appreciate you guys joining the stream, the MLB draft stream. So the Kansas City Royals are now on the clock, and their pick should be coming up shortly. So. But thanks for joining the stream, my man. I really appreciate that.
Which is, if the rehab process is right, if guys put all the work in that they possibly can.
You're the man for sure. Austin Wells, he's a catcher from Arizona. He's definitely raw. He's definitely a raw player, but he has a ton of potential in this league. I really think he has a ton of potential. But I would have preferred them taking Dylan Dingler, catcher out of Ohio State, but Austin Wells is a nice player. I like the catching class more than most people do. So, but I really like the pick here, Austin Wells. I think Austin Wells definitely has. I think he has one of the highest ceilings of any hitter in the whole draft, and he's a college hitter, which is so he has experience. So I really like that pick for the Yankees. So yeah, Austin Wells. Yeah, lefty. That's getting a lefty with high potential is always a good sign. That's nice. So here comes you guys do need lefty bats because you got all these other guys, Judge Stanton, Torres are all righties. But here's the Royals pick. Ooh, Ben Hernandez. I was high in this guy. A lot of people, from De La Salle Institute, Illinois, I was high in this guy, higher than most people were. So he's only 18 years old, but I was high in this guy. Higher on this guy than most people. So interesting pick. This is definitely an interesting selection by the Kansas City Royals. I like the pick. I like the pick.
He was seen enough. It's up to 95. It's a plus change. He started straight. He's got all the makings of a mid-rotation starter. It's just a ways to go from here to there. One thing about this Royal order.
So I really like that pick, Ben Hernandez, right-hand pitcher.
Amassed over the last couple of years. Get used to seeing him obviously at the collegiate level, some to the College World Series. What's getting more building here?
Currently, Mark doesn't know who he is. All right. Oh, he was a top 50 prospect. I studied a lot of these prospects. I'll look at Ian Bedell, right-hand pitcher out of Missouri. But I'll see what the chat's saying. There's not much right now. So the Toronto Blue Jays are on the clock. Can they get another highway robbery here like they did with Austin Martin? We'll see, though. Ooh, his control's 55. He's a right-hander. I really like this. Yep, and he's a young 20-year-old from college. Ian Bedell. Wow. Upgraded cold weather. He may need better velocity, but with his stats like that, all right. Ian Bedell, right-hand pitcher out of Missouri, is another name to look out for. I really like that. Really like his. I've read from him. Really good. Very good player. Oh, here's the Blue Jay selection at 42.
With the 42nd pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Toronto Blue Jays select right-hander C.J. Van Eyck from Florida.
Ooh, I'm not high on this guy, C.J. Van Eyck, but Toronto taking a risk here with C.J. Van Eyck. He had a 3.21 ERA, 225 strikeouts, 177.2 innings pitched. I mean, he's compared to Sonny Gray, has big strikeouts, but what I read from him was kind of negative, as I believe he definitely has the stats, but he's inconsistent he can be inconsistent on a regular basis. I've read, and I've seen his pitches, and he's definitely going to need some development. He's going to need to work on his pitches if he wants to get to the major league level and pitch like that. So, but I don't hate the pick, but I mean, it's not the best pick in the world. So Seattle will be up next at 43. So this will be interesting. So I'll look at Christian Roa, right-hand pitcher out of Texas A&M. Another guy with the 55 control. All 55s pretty much here. Wow. He get 96. He's a very hard cribble. Frankie Montas 2.0 here? All right. This is not bad. Christian Roa. Definitely could be another Frankie Montas here. Locating his pitches. Yeah, so. But his control's nice. I mean, his command, definitely. But you know what? I like these stats. I like him and Bedell. I mean, I like Bedell better, but Roa is not far either. I think he could be another Frankie Montas there. So another prospect I'm reading about. We'll read about right-hand pitcher Gavin Williams from East Carolina. I feel like I've heard this name before. He was a 30th round pick, 889th pick of the 2017 draft by the Rays. And now here's the Mariners pick at 43. See who they select.
With the 43rd pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Seattle Mariners select outfielder Zach DeLoach from Texas.
Oh, no! No! They took Zach DeLoach. I wanted the Indians to take him. No! Wow, okay. Zach DeLoach, center fielder from Texas A&M. He was one of the players I wanted the Indians to potentially select today. I was high on this kid. He didn't have a very good 2019, but I see he is really improving though. He's an above-average player. He's raw, but he's an above-average baseball player for sure. Great pick by the Seattle Mariners. Great pick. I love this pick. So wow. So the Pirates are now up.
He was also such a red hot start this spring that could have ended his first round, but kind of said there's a lot of guys scarred by how bad it was.
I like Zach DeLoach. Good pick by the Seattle Mariners. Nice pick. For Gavin Williams, curveball control. Ooh. But if 70 fastball is goated, you don't even need good control if you have a 70 fastball. For 94 full strength. I like him, but with his control like that, I think I'm going to rank him below Bedell and Reilly, though. But here's the Pirates pick coming up here soon. Okay, they will be right back as they're still on the clock. Pick is not in. They do need catching, though. That's why I wanted to pick Dinkler. Maybe they go with Daniel Susak. Maybe they go with Kevin Parada. I really don't know. But another guy I looked at earlier, Corey Collins, yeah, they could go after him. But it'll be interesting to see the Pirates go after. How about Mason Urla? Has a 50 control, 60 fastball. A lot of you guys have nice. But he blew out his knee. 88-92. He's been very durable, but he's had some injuries so far. He definitely is a starting type pitcher. Michigan State. Ooh. I like him. I think I'm going to put him over Gavin Williams. I think Bedell, Rowe, Williams, and Earl. I'm going to go with Bedell. Believe it or not, I think I'm going to go Earl. Bedell, Earl, Rowe, and Williams. I like what Earl is definitely consistent with all his injuries. And with that control, being very consistent like that, that's definitely a good sign, man. That's a great sign. So, definitely like to see. That's what I like to see. Right there.
We didn't invent the first crust, but we did invent
So,
crust first.
the pick is in for the Pittsburgh Pirates, so we'll be right back with that pick, hopefully. So, Ricky Tinman, a left-hander, okay. So, all the four pitchers were right-handers. So, I rank them, Bedell, Urla, Roa, and Williams. So, here's Rick Titleman, out of Lakewood, California, high schooler, okay. He signed with San Diego State. Short-lived. So, younger brother of Rangers minor league right-hander Ty Tiedemann. I don't like slow fastballs, though. That's something I'm kind of opposed to. But not bad. Sean Manaea, okay. What's this control? 50? Alright, not terrible. But, nah, I don't know about that. I don't like him as much as the other four pitchers. But Gavin Williams with a 94-95 fastball, if not full strength, is nice. I like all four of those pitchers, but I like the other guys better just due to their control and with their stuff. They have better stuff like curveball and stuff. I think they have better curveballs, better sliders. So, but we'll read about another prospect, Jason Bohrofen. Bohrofen. Outfielder, Westmore, Oklahoma. He's signed with Oklahoma, 18 years old. 50 power, 55 arm. A little downgrade, though, 45. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've pretty much got this. Grassing. It's a little bit up. This was a guy with a low baseball IQ. Jace Bohrofen. Bohrofen. Doesn't seem like the great. Bohrofen. Jace Bohrofen. Nah. I don't like what I'm seeing right here. When I look at him, when I look at his size, when I look at him, nah. I don't have a lot of potential. I'm not high on him, so he's not a guy I would target for teams. So here's the Pirates pick at 44. Ooh, Jared Jones. I'm not very high on Jared Jones either.
Today, we'd like to once again recognize and honor the frontline heroes whose selflessness and dedication we've all benefited from over the past 3+ months.
18-year-old pitcher out of Marietta High School, California. I'm not the highest on Jared Jones, though. I'll give you that, though. He's one of the guys I was kind of low on the rating on him. He has a limited upside. Carson Montgomery. The reason why I think Carson Montgomery or Cole Wilcox hasn't been picked up, maybe they go back to college, but I really don't know what's going on there. Jared Kelly, he may go to college. But Dax Fulton was selected by the, I believe the Royals. Who took Dax Fulton? I forgot. Who just took Dax Fulton? Miami. Wow. That's a nice pick. Maybe that's why they saved money. That's a great pick right there. Connor Phillips, right? There's so many. This pitching class is just lethal. And all these picks right now, most of them are pitchers too. So 19. A lot of guys similar to this.
He's throwing a 4-seam grip, but he's getting around it a little bit. He's getting some side spin, which ends up getting him a 2-seam action with a 4-seam grip. He's throwing it from a lower slide.
I don't mind a bad players with a bad changeup. I definitely don't mind.
Which gives you more of the rise, more of the swing and miss, which is more what you want to do when you're throwing 100 with a power breaking ball like he does.
But he's a guy that will get hit harder.
All right, so different guy. Let me take that
So
a little bit further. It's what the Astros did with Justin Verlander when he got.
So he's one of those guys. He's definitely an unfinished prospect. I don't know. I'm not the Connor. From what I read from Connor Phillips, he's not the type of guy I'd want in my Indians. To be honest with you. Here's Beckway, right-hand pitcher. And I'll do. This will be the last prospect right here for some time. 45 overall. Lean. Three pitches for a chance to better throw a fastball in the 91-95 range. Strike with command. Much more consistent finding the strike zone. So he's committed to LSU.
Another Texas commit. This is now 2 Texas signees now committed that have potentially come off the board.
Going at the fastball slider. He's a project that way. I think I like the other.
And that leads us to effective velocity, which is essentially how fast the ball appears to the hitter based on how.
I know he has less of a control Phillips, but I feel like Phillips is a little bit better. Like, wait, here's a Padre selection. Ooh, I'm not high on him either, but all right. Notre Dame Catholic High School, Ontario, Canada. He's Canadian. I'm not the highest on Owen Casey, but they take another outfielder, which is interesting. Only 17 years old. He's definitely a project. So left fielder, pro ball. Yeah, they scout. A lot of people take a lot of people don't like, but then they turn decent. So maybe Owen Casey's decent because the Padres have been taking some really good players. But I'm not the highest on Owen Casey. I don't think a lot of people are very high on Owen Casey from what I've heard. But interesting pick by the Padres. So, all right. Definitely not the highest on him.
I don't think so. I think this is a guy that is liked by both scouts and models, and I thought the models would be a little bit ahead of the scouts.
Hopefully undefeated productions goes live.
So
thanks for joining the stream. For whoever just joined, I really appreciate that. As the Rockies are on the clock with the 46th pick, and 10th pick, 9th pick of the night. Brandon Birdsell, right-hand pitcher. 45. A lot of guys have going low. Pushing your fastball in the low 90s with injury is not great. Control. It's 3600. He might not sign this summer. No, I wouldn't take him, Brandon Birdsell. He's a little risky, a little bit of a risky pick right there for a team. Definitely wouldn't select him. Thanks for joining the stream, whoever just joined. I really appreciate that. So, after the Rockies picks announced, I will be back as I will get a slice of pizza. Maybe Jared Kelly will get selected here. I believe I had him going to the Rockies. I did. I had Jared Kelly going to the Rockies. See what happens. See if I'm correct there. Ooh, Chris McMahon. So they take a righty, but it's the Miami guy, Chris McMahon. I'm very high on this guy. I thought he should have been a first round pick, and I thought that I had the Tigers taking him with the first pick of the second round. But I really like the pick for the Rockies. Just not much to say either than he has some of the best stuff in all of the draft. But I really appreciate 4 stars, 38 Ks. Definitely, I believe one of the best pitchers in the draft, arguably top 5. He has so much potential. Definitely could be a top 10 prospect someday. Really like the pick. So I'll be back, guys. Great pick by the Rockies. I think that's the best pick.
He calls it a cutter. Action sometimes at home plate is a little bit more of a slider, but it does have swing and miss. That's got a lot more depth than most cutters that you will see. But it doesn't really matter what you have in your head. Ultimately, it matters what happens at home plate. And for McMahon, that pitch has been different. I think we're going to throw this one too. So it's an interesting combination. There's not a lot of fastball cutters.
So I'm back.
Guys that throw 97, but that one even up in the zone has pretty good depth.
All right, we are back now. So we will look at another prospect here. David Calabrese, outfielder out of St. Elizabeth, Ontario, another Canadian. 75 run, wow. I mean, he only has 40 power, but wow. 75 run is special. You can't deny that, though. 50 arm. Not big. But he's a center fielder. I wouldn't take him from the Indians because he already. So he's a comparison to Andrew Benintendi, David Calabrese from St. Elizabeth, Ontario. So he could be a steal as an Andrew Benintendi, which actually. So Andrew Benintendi's been able to switch around the outfield. So this is the type of guy that could do that. So I definitely. This David Calabrese. Definitely. Jared Kelly to the White Sox. So Jared Kelly goes to the Chicago White Sox. Steal right there for the White Sox as they select Jared Kelly here. As the White Sox with their first pick. They selected, I believe, Garrett Crochet. Now they select Jared Kelly. Definitely a steal there for the Chicago White Sox. Great pick. So David Calabrese I like the pick. He's definitely raw, has some time to develop, but I think it's definitely positive there. So yeah. Some Marco's Pizza. What's going on, Rage 2K? I appreciate you joining the stream. You're not too late, but I really don't care if you're late. I just care if you're joining the stream. I really appreciate you, my man. I really do. You're the man. But Jared Kelly, how about that? Ending up with the White Sox. It's a huge deal for Chicago. For sure. Tanner Whitsaw there, yeah. Another guy I kind of like. He's a guy I like in some. I guess some metrics I'm not high on, but I like Jared Witt. Tanner Witt. Let me read about a little more about him. I don't think I read about him this much. Tanner Witt, voting pitcher out of West.
Yeah, the changeup and the fastball are the two big things here.
Wow, nice changeup. Either the really good changeup.
That's because of the shape. This could be corrected. It could be a 7 fastball, 6 changeup.
So his father actually selected. That's actually nice. Not a bad player. Another player. Here's the Reds. Ooh, Christian Rowe at 48. I feel like that's a little early, but interesting. I compared him a little bit to Frankie Montas, so interesting. Christian Rowe, a little bit early for him, I believe, though. But all right.
Rotation, there's going to be even more that show up. It's a power slider. It's a really good curveball behind it. Rowe is not the 97, 98, but he's going to show you 93 to 94. The off-speed stuff is real swinging this stuff too. And tell you what, if you pitch an A&M, you're going to have a slider.
We'll go over another prospect here.
That hasn't had a legitimate swing in this slider when it came out.
Nick Frasso, right-hand pitcher out of Loyola Marymount. 45 overall, changeup 45. That changeup, I don't mind. Although no slider. I'm not the biggest guy in pitchers. His injuries, I don't know. Nick Frasso doesn't seem like the type of pitcher I'm taking a risk on. No. But it's alright. So, next prospect we'll go over is Victor Maderos, Westminster Christian, Florida, right-hand pitcher. Another 45 overall. Like most players will be here. Where you got players, but only at 45 control, but a slider at 55 is not bad for 45 overall really like this. That's definitely sleeper-like.
They are prepared for this, aren't they? Yeah, the idea now, I mean, people probably
He's loved baseball his whole life, but it's passion. MVP honors. He was actually the MVP of the Under Armour All-America game. Wow. The one remaining question is him is his health. He didn't pitch much due to injuries. He showed no ill effects. Didn't get really a chance to show, but he's definitely been very consistent in his career. So he could actually be a steal, Victor Maderos. I like that. Casey Smith. Did we read about him? I believe we may have, but I'm not sure. Casey Smith.
Yes, he's been closing for them. He's up to 95 with a pretty good slider, but he's going to be.
I feel like I heard the name before.
After he had a solid case, because again, San Diego State got a huge conference, so I want to see that case performance. Carver throwing a 55 on the hit tool. They think he can get to all of his average power, and he's got a huge arm, maybe a 70 at third base. He's a above average defender as well. You take a look at the big board. It's a quick question, but not everybody.
I gotta say, Kyle Harrison. All right.
So much group of people. We make it sound like everybody goes.
I like how he's teammates with Reilly. That's who he's teammates with someone. Kyle Harrison. Hernandez, yeah, I'll dig that. I definitely dig that pick. So, but Casey Schmidt, I do not see his name anywhere here. Out of San Diego State. I'll look for it. So, but all right, that's an interesting pick. Casey Schmidt. I do not see Casey Schmidt on here. I don't know why though. For some reason, I do not see Casey Schmidt's name on here. I don't even think he's in top 200 prospects. But another possible read about shortstop Freddie Zamora. As we'll look at the chat now. What's going on there? Nothing really going on in the chat. So, Freddie Zamora, shortstop out of Miami. We'll read about him. 45 overall, 60 arm, which is nice. Only 40 power, but a lot of people have 40 power. It's not like it's terrible, though. Definitely could be a guy that he could be a Lindor, but off low power, then got the power up. So he's an average runner. Plays the coordinator. I think he's a decent player. Not the highest on this guy, Freddie Zamora, from what I'm reading, from what I see. I'll look at his size. He looks like an MLB shortstop, though. That's for sure. I feel like he has a potential to be a borderline top 100 prospect, but definitely not anyone the Indians will likely be going after. But Freddie Zamora, okay. He's a 100 prospect. I mean, I probably don't have to worry about the Indians taking him, but if they do, I wouldn't be upset, but I wouldn't be too happy. I don't see Casey Smith's name on him. I don't. I do not. So I've read about all 100 prospects. I'll keep reading about prospects as we go in the draft, see if they're good picks or not, see if I get excited about them or not. Yes, Redskins Super Bowl champion quarterback Doug Williams will be subject to a movie about his life, he announced. Doug Williams was famously the first African-American QB in NFL history to win a Super Bowl championship. Okay, all right. I see you, my man. All right. But the Rangers pick should be coming up anytime soon here, as it's about to be announced. Second year. So, put up another water. See what happens here. As the Texas Rangers pick is about to be announced.
Round 2 underway, 3, 4, and 5 come. We are in a rapid fire mode with picks flying. KT Wiz, they're in action tomorrow against the
I do not see KT Smith's name here, so that's an interesting pick by Padres.
For those Dino fans out there, another win for the Dinosaurs.
Yes, they did. They got it. Streamed the game today. It was fun. Colby Maderos best for Bill. How was Clayton Beater still on the board? That's interesting. Cole Wilcox, Tanner Witt, JT Ginn, Logan all. I mean, I'm not the highest on Allen. Still, I like Ginn, not the highest, but I love the 3 pitchers, Beater, Wilcox, and Witt for sure. I'm very high on all 3 of those guys. So let's see. Ranger selection.
With the 50th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Texas Rangers select outfielder Evan Carter from Elizabethton High School, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Never heard of him. Let's see where he's at. A lot of reaches in this. So Evan Carter. See here?
So I'm going to be honest with everybody at home.
Wow. His name doesn't show up in Ravage's thing either.
And we get to pick a little bit ahead of time. During the break, I was furiously texting people trying to get some information. But I got good transfer.
Oh, wow. He's not even a top 300 prospect. Wow. So this is interesting.
Yeah, look, Evan Carter is someone who could have.
Okay, Kylie McDaniel, Jeff Paston, and Carl Ravage actually didn't even know who this guy was either, Evan Carter.
Had there been baseball this spring? There was not.
He was one of those guys that could have shown teams with baseball, but because there was no baseball, I couldn't really show much. But not a lot of info on him. This is he was actually not projected to be selected in the 5 rounds, but the Rangers take a chance on him at 50. Wow. So how about that? If Carl Ravage doesn't know who he is, and Kylie McDaniel, especially Kylie McDaniel, if Kylie McDaniel doesn't know who Evan Carter is, then that has to be a massive reach. Not a good pick by the Rangers for their reaching like that. They could have signed for $20,000. I don't know. I do not know about this pick. I am confused. I'm confused about this pick. This is a guy that definitely could have been out there. I don't really know much about him. Sounds like he doesn't even. I don't even know if he sounds like that great of a prospect from what they're saying. But we will read a couple more prospects for you guys so you get to know him. So 101, shortstop Milan Talentio. He has only 35 power. Wow. Arm 60, 45 raw hit run. Definitely he's a good defender, but he's another. Maybe an Andrelton Simmons. We're not going to need a shortstop. Nah. He had a little bit of strength, but yeah, he's an Andrelton Simmons type player. I'm not going to really go into him because I'm not just too high on him at all. So Carter Baumler from Dowling Catholic High School, time with TCU. He has a 45 overall, like most of these players will. Third ball 55, control 50. All right. 55, 50 control. So here's the Cubs pick. 51st pick. Ooh, that's he. So the first reliever comes off the board in Burl Caraway. Okay. Out of Dallas Baptist High School. Mr. D.O.F.C.
Lonely for COFC, and last night we had the wife, we had the kid running around, and all of a sudden round 2, and he's been isolated. Him and a piano. So go ahead, Kyle. I tell you what, if I'm Theo, I'd start playing the piano right now because you got a guy that would be.
I mean, I actually think Caraway is kind of underrated. I definitely think he's the best reliever in the class. I don't think there's any question about that, but interesting pick here. Carter Baumler, let's read about him. Definitely he has a 55 curveball, but his curveball kind of lacked consistency early in summer. Doesn't use his changeup much. Definitely might have to get a changeup there. So football type player. Definitely could be an athlete. He's definitely an athlete. He definitely could play a lot of positions. Carter Baumler. That's something to look out for. I wouldn't mind him. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate that. I mean, I'm not a massive fan, but I don't hate him. He's one of those guys I like this, but then I don't like a little bit like this. But, all right, Carter Baumler. So another outfielder, Enrique Bradfield. Outfielder, American Heritage, Florida. He bats left, throws left, signed with Vanderbilt. That's a good sign. Oh, but he's 30 power. That's not good. He's only 18 years old, though. So you can't expect his power to be amazing. Because he is a little, he's kind of mini, it seems like. 6 feet, though, but he only weighs 155. But when he gets the MLB, he's going to develop. A lot of players develop as home run hitters. He has an 80 run, which is amazing. Overall 45, on 50. Kenny Lofton. They compared him to Kenny Lofton? I dig that! Enrique Bradfield, okay. Definitely will improve. That's an all-star potential play right there. That is an all-star potential play right there. Very fast. He has a poor prospect, a lot of physicality, but he will add strength, yeah. Definitely like him a lot. Mets. Wow. Oh! I selected that. Let's go. So that's the first one I get right. I predicted JT Ginn to the Mets. I got that. I predicted that. Here it is. Wow. He did have Tommy John surgery. A lot of pitchers have had Tommy John surgery. But he definitely has good stuff. When you watch his film. Maybe a Tanner Rourke. Maybe it was Zach Greinke. That guy can play baseball, JT Ginn. They should definitely take that for sure. That's a nice pick. Like that. Definitely like that pick. But I predicted that, man. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Not much at all. Wow. My chat is very low today. Hopefully streams. But okay. So Milwaukee's on the clock because the Indians picked 2 picks after Milwaukee. So Jackson Millard, catcher from Mitchell, Florida High School, signed with Wake Forest. Overall 45. Power 50. Arm 50. Decent power for a catcher. Wow. Pretty run 50. That's actually some decent stats for a catcher. Well, he's a great all-around player right here. Definitely guys that could get average power. You guys definitely improving with his power. Seems like working blocking. All right. Roberto Perez struggled with blocking 2018. Was great with it last year. This definitely could be a. Wow, they're saying he definitely has potential to be one of the only catchers in this draft to be starting. Jackson Miller. That's 2 prospects in a row I love right there. Wow. So worried about another one. Outfielder Alaric Sillery. Outfielder Tennessee, BVD School. So arm 40, run 45. Nah. This ain't. What? Come on now. Excellent field for recognizing bearing pitches. Record swing isn't geared. No. Corner. Nah. We have Daniel Thompson. No, I don't want him. Ooh, Freddie Zamora goes 53. Okay. So the Milwaukee Brewers take Freddie Zamora at 53. I said he was the player he could be up. Then he was like that. Definitely a starting caliber shortstop in this league. 21 years old. Definitely nice. Definitely a decent pick right there. I do not hate that pick at all for the Brewers. They were looking for a shortstop, and they get it here instead. And they pick Freddie Zamora. Definitely a nice pick by the Brewers with their needed shortstop for sure. Definitely a nice pick by the Brewers. I don't even think there's any question about it. Great pick, nice pick. Not an amazing pick, but a decent pick. Almost a great pick, to be honest. That's a nice pick by the Brewers, though, for their needed shortstop. So here's Xavier Warren, another shortstop out of Central Michigan. Never drafted, 21 years old. Has 40 power, arm 55. Don't really need a shortstop. Switch hitter, though. With quick sound swing from both sides. Makes line drive contact. Definitely a good contact hitter. Okay. People are saying he might be a catcher. Xavier Warren out of Central Michigan. Shortstop. Okay. He was in the Cape Cod League. Definitely a quality player in there, too. That's actually decent to hear. He definitely isn't the best defender, though. I mean, he has an arm, but he's not the best fielder. So, I mean, he definitely, he's one of those players that is decent, but he definitely lacks consistency. So I'm not the highest on him. It seems like Xavier Warren. I lack consistency on him. So Parker Chavers, we'll go over him, 107th overall prospect, outfielder, Coastal Carolina. That's your second Coastal Carolina, or the pitcher, Zach Chapman. So here's the Cardinal selection of 54. Hit 45, power 50, arm 55, run 60. So here's the 54th pick by the Cardinals. Ooh! Mason Wynn, the right-handed pitcher and shortstop at the Kingwood High School. We already got a shortstop. We got a pitcher, so I mean I like him. Definitely one of my favorite two-way players in this class. But I'm not mad that the Indians don't get him because we got a pitcher, we got a shortstop already. So I'm not. I would really like the guy. I would really like the Indians to get is Cade Horton. I'd love him. I'd take him for sure. He's arguably one of my favorites. Two-way player in this class. So Parker Chavers, I didn't read all about him. Par 50 overall. Ooh, definitely is all-around tools. Parker Chavers, outfielder, Coastal Carolina. Definitely could improve defense. He goes for the fence a lot. He gets overly aggressive. He's a proof that he can make consistent contact, handle left-handers. Ooh. If you're not handling a guy like that, it's not great. Another guy that has some inconsistencies, though. I actually like Xavier. I like Xavier Warren better than Chavers, though. Jordan Owagu from Michigan.
Big spin on a breaking ball down in the zone. But the thing is, he's a really good pitcher. The top 2 rounds of pitcher.
So definitely has a his plus speed, 55 power for some plus speed. I know he plays for TTN, but okay. Jordan Owagu hits 45, fields 45. Not the greatest fielder. 45 arm. He's a better hitter than a fielder for sure. Maybe another Aristides or Aristides Aquino here. Definitely could compare him to that. Jordan Owagu to Aquino for the Reds. Aristides Aquino from the Reds, who had a breakout season last year. Definitely could compare him to him for sure. Owagu, he's definitely the type of guy. I compare him to Aristides Aquino. So the Washington Nationals are on the clock with the 55th pick. 109th. Player Bryce Elder, Texas, right-hand pitcher. Slider 60, changeup. Wow. These are some nice stats. Texas has some good players in this class. He could definitely use a. He's going to be sneaky with his slider. Provides strikes to all 4 pitches. Has a great command with all his pitches. Wow. That's nice. For the first hitter. Definitely some underratedness in there for sure. National select. Ooh, the NLC. Cole Henry. I like this guy. I thought he maybe fall a little bit just because of the value of pitchers, but the Nationals get another pitcher, and that's a nice selection. So here comes the Indians. The Cleveland Indians are on the clock. Let's go, guys. What do you guys think we're taking? Who do you think we're taking? Who do you think we could be taking here? Who do you think we could be taking? It's almost been an hour since it started. Who do you think we could take? Who do you think we could take? Andy Servideo, another shortstop. 50 on power 40.
don't think he was going to have to slip too much further to get back to LSU, and I don't know that.
Wow, 149 in the Cape Cod League. Wow.
To me, it was him and Van Eyck were the two guys.
No, that's not a good prospect, right? I'm not high on that guy at all. Slade Wilkes, outfielder out of Columbia Academy. So, definitely had a lot of usage. Raw power is very raw. Can't sold in him. Two straight prospects that are kind of that I'm not gonna take. So interesting right there. Oh, they're going to commercial. You gotta be kidding me. If they go to commercial, they're gonna pick our sport. Well, I guess we can read another prospect or two. Landon Knack, right-hand pitcher from East Tennessee State, ETSU. Slade Wilkes is a high school receiver. Videos from Mississippi, so he's from Ole Miss. All right. Well, I'm waiting for this. So Landon Knack, right-hand pitcher out of ETSU. Indians still on the clock. He'll take someone decent. Slider 55, changeup 55, overall 45. Oh, those are nice stats. Landon Knack. Best fifth-year senior prospect in years. Really sick. If the Indians take this guy, I will be happy. Don't need the best delivery. You don't. If that's his problem, that's amazing. Story for future stuff. This guy might be the most underrated pitcher in the draft. Landon Knack. Wow. Garrett Cole 2.0. Justin Verlander. He's definitely could be up there. So Landon Knack, I read about him. Probably he might be my favorite player I've read about today. Wow. How about that? That is some good stuff right there.
It's the world's first mega sheet that does the job of 3 glider sheets. It also comes in unscented. If you don't love Dunn Twinkle Guard, we'll give you your money back.
Why bother mastering something? Because when you want to create an entirely new feeling, the difference between excellence and mastery is all the difference in the world. The Lexus ES, a product of mastery. Experience amazing at the Lexus ES.
How fast does Dubman dry spray actually dry? Dry spray dries in an instant, leaving these men with more time to.
So the Indians pick is in. Tanner Witt. If we take Logan Allen, I will be optimistic, but I wouldn't be mad because we have another Logan Allen. Maybe that's good luck. So let's see what we're selecting. Oh my gosh, Nick Sweeney. I read about him this morning. Definitely don't hate him. He had a nice record in college. Carson Montgomery, guy I talked about earlier today. One player I really liked. So yeah, Carson Montgomery is definitely one of those players I really like, though. Let's see what we take right here. I'm nervous, man. I am actually nervous. Here we go. Here we go. Give it to me. Excursion. Let's go. Let's go. Give me the selection. Give me the selection. Let's go. All right. 3 Miami players selected, 3 Mississippi State players selected, 3 Texas A&M players selected, 2 Arizona State players selected, and 2 Louisville players selected. As we have Spencer Torkelson, Alika Williams, Texas A&M, Asa Lacy, Zach Deloche. Who was the other player selected for Texas A&M? I remember. I don't know how I forgot. Jeff Passan. The Indians pick should be coming up any minute here.
What I mean by that is when they come into the draft, every player has a vicinity in which he wants to sign, a number that he wants to reach. Cole Wilcox, for example, is around $3 million at this point. And the reason he has not been picked has nothing to do with talent. It has to do with the fact that he's got that $3 million or so.
He might not sign Cole Wilcox.
The problem is we're getting deeper and deeper into the draft, and they're committing more and more of their draft pool to players. If teams want to find $3 million, they're going to have to potentially punt on a couple of later picks, like it seems like the New York Mets are going to have to do by drafting JT Ginn in the second round.
Yeah, because their pitchers have already been selected in the past, and they're like 21 years old, like Cade Cavalli, JT Ginn, Cole Wilcox, guys like that. But he would the Indians select. Maybe Isaiah Green. Who knows? Here's a pick.
With the 56th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Cleveland Indians select Logan Allen, a left.
We took Logan Allen. How many Logan Allens do we need? Wow. I'm not the highest on him, but we have a Logan Allen on our major league team. How about that? You know what's crazy? In the Logan Allen we have on our team, you know the Logan Allen we actually have on our team? 12.9 Ks in 9 innings is great. 32% opponent miss rate on fastballs in 2020. Okay. I wasn't the highest on him, but I didn't read a ton about him. But I am happy we selected him just because we have a Logan Allen on our team, though. I'm going to dig it. I'm going to dig it. And we have been great finding pitchers, so I really got to trust Antonetti on this one for sure. So Logan Allen from FIU, we take him. All right. All right, I see you, Antonetti. I see you taking a pitcher. Okay. Okay. All right, we take Logan Allen. Wow, we take a Logan Allen. No, it's crazy. Carson Tucker, the guy we took in the first round, has a friendship with Logan Allen on our Indians. Now we take Logan Allen from FIU. Okay. 3.33 ERA, 183.2 innings pitched, 246 strikeouts, 47 walks, curveball spin rate, 510. Lucas Giolito. Woo! Yeah, I don't know why I wasn't high in this guy because Giolito's one of those guys that struggled, but then he comes out. Logan Allen. We are really good at selecting pitchers. So I love what we're doing. I think I like this pick. I like this pick more than the Carson Tucker pick. I think the Burns pick's the best, and then Allen, then Tucker. So I will dig that pick. I will definitely dig that pick for the Indians. So Logan Allen from FIU to the Indians. I thought Logan Allen could. Yes. Logan Allen and Logan Allen on the Indians. We have Logan Allen on our major league squad in AAA. That's been in AAA and our major league team. Logan Allen we actually just traded for last summer, and now we have Logan Allen from FIU. Cool as heck. Race. Ian Seymour. I don't know who that is, but left-handed pitcher out of Virginia Tech for the Tampa Bears. But the thing is, the problem with guys taking guys like Wilcox and Beater, they're not going to sign. There's a good chance they don't sign. So I'm one of the guys that might sign him. Colonel Lucas Giolito. And you know what's crazy? I looked at Allen's numbers. They're very similar to Shane Bieber. How about that? Very similar. That's interesting.
So you just mentioned quickly the punky delivery. The one thing about Logan Allen, the delivery is not very funny because as Jeff pointed out, coach is a D1 coach since he was about 8 years old. He lost that punky part. He's more smooth. You saw the names that the Rays have drafted. We'll do this later, but I'm just curious. Initial impressions of the first 3 picks that they made. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm the high guy on Disco. I'm excited about that one. I think he fits their system. He fits their style of drafting. I think Alifa Williams is an interesting developmental type college prospect where if he can remake that swing, he should be going a lot higher. Are there picks and are there general managers who other general managers?
So we take Logan Allen from FIU. Let's go. I will dig that any day. I really will dig that. Not a lot of people join the stream, but I will dig that pick. I'll definitely dig that pick for the Indians. Logan Allen. He was lefty. We need lefties too. Beater and Wilcox are righties. So we need a lefty too. A lot of pitchers and shortstops. I'll read some more prospects in a minute here. I didn't read about Ian Seymour. Seymour was 3 prospects away from me reading about him. Wow. A's. Ooh, the Michigan guy. See his stats because I'm not high on this guy. Not just because I'm a Ohio State fan. I'm just not high on him. Not the best. Looks like one of those guys that will have a 5-year in the MLB. No, I'm not digging him. Let me check his stats. No. Turn at 2.95 ERA, 3 saves. 169 at batting average last 2 seasons. Ooh. But, you know, there's going to be all these high. Every prospect will have high. They will show all the high stats for these guys. But he's can be inconsistent at times. 2.8 ERA, 174 K, 78 walks. Okay. How about 47 walks for Logan Allen and 183 pitches? Wow. He needs 7,800. Yeah. Chris, well, I'm still not the highest on him though. Jose Quintana. Same with Jose Quintana. He's good, but he's inconsistent. This is Jeff Criswell. He's inconsistent. Very inconsistent. Logan Allen is ranked the number 46 prospect. He's a really good command, though. Wow. Logan Allen. And we need a... Yeah, Allen doesn't have the greatest stuff, but we need pitchers with command. And that's what we get there with Logan Allen. So, Caden Wallace, third baseman out of Greenbrier, Arkansas. 55 power. Ooh. Sleeper. He has pop in his bat. Definitely has improved his defense. Ooh, wow. But he's a guy that definitely should improve his defense in the minors. So Caden Wallace isn't a bad prospect. I don't love him, but he's not bad. Definitely not bad at all. I'll dig it. Trent Palmer, right-hand pitcher out of Jacksonville. Wow. So 50 slider, 55 junior, 41. I don't know. Not the prototype size-wise. Only 6'1", wow. So here's a 59th pick, the Twins. This will be interesting.
Minnesota Twins select outfielder Alaric Soleri from the University of Tennessee.
Oh. Is it just me, or are the Twins a loser in this draft? Because first of all, I didn't like the Sabato pick, and now I don't like the Soleri pick. You know what's crazy? From what I watched and what I saw, I am not a big fan of Sabato and Soleri. So the Twins got a couple players I'm not huge fans of. And that was a little bit of reach, too. He was on the preseason All-SEC team, but I don't know if he's going to be the greatest player in the MLB. Delano de Shields, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But his OPS was nice. Let me look at him again.
I believe this is hit over power, but I think there's a power projection there, and the hit tool has just showed up everywhere he's gone. And there's some athleticism.
The problem with him, he's power. I mean, he's hitting home runs, but he's a guy in the MLB that could struggle to get some power out there, and his defense has a lot of questions. I mean, I didn't say he was a bad prospect. I just said he wasn't a good prospect for the Indians to select. But the Twins, let's see what happens though. This will be interesting. Maybe another Byron Buxton. I don't know. Maybe a sleeper Byron Buxton. But I think Sabato and him are okay picks, but not amazing. So, but Landon Knapp would be a nice pick for whoever gets him. Andrew Abbott out of Virginia. Here's a Dodgers selection, the 60th pick. 60. He doesn't have a lot and stuff.
With the 60th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Los Angeles Dodgers select Landon Knapp.
Oh! No! They took Lamb. We were just talking about him. Talking about how he's such an underrated sleeper. Wow. The Dodgers, man. Brandon Rogers, if you're in here, you got the sleeper of the draft. The Dodgers just got the sleeper of the draft in Landon Knapp. I am not surprised he went earlier than what he was ranked at all. This is a great pick by the Dodgers, for sure. He'll always be. Great pick.
One of the leaders as far as looking at the analytics of these guys across the country. There are some things that jump. And if you punch out 51 and you walk one, I don't care what level you're at, it's definitely worth a look. And the Dodgers do it here in the second round. So late bloomer like 23, but you said he made a bump.
So Miami will be up again, which is interesting. Got a trade, I guess.
You know, there's some similarities.
Andrew Abbott, selected by the Yankees 36th round. He's a left-hander. He's a reliever, Andrew Abbott. Okay, we have a relief pitcher. Well, you're left-handed. Well, relief pitchers are relief pitchers, so I'm not going to go into them much, but he has some good stuff for a reliever, actually. Wow. Maybe one of those guys, like a Tower Clipper type pitcher. Maybe even a star, Brad Hand, who knows. But Andrew Abbott's not a bad thing. I like him. Oh, there's Casey Schmidt. He was at 117. Okay. So here's Hayden Cantrell, shortstop of losing off the. It's just me, or have I heard this name before? Hayden Cantrell. Power 40. Not a lot of power there, run 50. But his hitting, his fielding, and his arm are nice, though. Other than his powers, he's actually a solid athlete, solid player. Definitely can move second base. Definitely needs a little bit of defense, but you know what? I think he's better than a couple shortstop prospects below him, above him, though, so not bad. 119th guy, Justin Fall, left-hand pitcher out of Arizona State. He's a 560 fastball, 50 slider, 45 control, 45 overall, 50 changeup. Miami's on the clock. Interesting. His command can come and go, sometimes getting into the groove. That's not good. He's going to be a guy that may struggle. He's going to need a lot of development. Wow. From his size, yeah. He could be another Zach Fry for the, another Fry, Jace Fry for the White Sox. I'm not falling for that, and he's a starter too. I'm not falling for that. He might have to step in to be a reliever though. So another Arizona State player, R.J. Dabovich, right-hand pitcher out of Arizona State. Has a 55 slider, 55 fastball, 40 changeup, 45 control. So. Alright, let's see what happens. 45 control. Suffered a bad knee injury. That hurts. Only really goes up. He only uses the fastball pretty much, and his curve. Pitched a lot in the bullpen though. Struggled with his command. This is a guy that will probably be a reliever at the level, R.J. Dabovich. But if I had to pick between Dabovich and Abbott, I'd pick Abbott. So we'll wait for the next pick, then we'll read some more prospects as I'll go and check if anyone's in the chat. No one in the chat though. This stream is dead. Which I'm a little interested. But someone's in the stream. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. If you would comment in the chat and tell me who you are in the stream, I'd really appreciate that. You're the man. So thanks for joining the stream.
We didn't invent the first crust, but we did invent the crust you eat. Crust first. The one and only original stuffed crust. Only on Pizza Hut. No one can forget. Wouldn't it be nice to eat some of your old fries?
A Taco Bell commercial while we wait for the Miami pick to be announced.
Order ahead and get your $5 Chalupa Cravings box.
Got pepperoni, banana peppers, and mushroom on the slice. So, why for over an hour now, which is nice.
With the 12th selection, with the 16th selection, with the 20th selection, and then finally obviously Angels with a chance. With the 25th selection, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim select Michael Trout.
Wow, Mike Trout.
I think we're going to go with Michael and Los Angeles from now on. But the 25th pick for the best player on the planet.
So the Miami pick about to be announced.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, here's my best available. Coming up now? Right here? Is this it? With the 61st pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Miami Marlins.
Here's a Marlins.
Kyle Nicholas, a right-handed
Ooh.
pitcher from Boston.
I like this guy. He actually has a good relationship with Dylan Dingler, I saw. He played basketball and baseball with him in high school. Here's a great guy. It was a great kid. I like him a little more than Kyle Harrison when I read like the other Kyle. 37 strikeouts and 14K. Wow, 14.5K 9. Previous 2 seasons, he had a 5.61 ERA, but this season he had a 2.74 ERA. And he will just get even better in the majors, and he will definitely have better coaching around him. 11 strikeouts and 17 at-bats, and he's slider, wow. His uncle is actually ESPN college football analyst Todd Blackledge. Wow. I think he's definitely one of the more improved players in this draft. 6'4", 225, like the size. So definitely not a bad pick at all for Miami. So they take the third pitcher of the draft.
He's Todd Blackledge's nephew. So clearly that figured into this draft pick as to when you take him. But it really was one of the best top-end fastballs in college, but it was massively inconsistent throughout his career. For those of us who know him well, Todd Blackledge.
So we'll read a couple of prospects here. Bryce Bonnet, right-hand pitcher out of Texas Tech. Teammates with Clayton Beater. On the PC right here. All right, so 60 fastball, 60 slider, 50 changeup, 50 curveball, 40 control, 45 overall. Interesting stats. As scouts are split as the weather, Bonin has a bright future. Looks like he'll be another bullpen pitcher. His athleticism. Calvin needs to keep his mechanism ready. Tigers pick. Wow. This is another steal for the Tigers. He should have went first, second round. I don't know how Cabrera fell all the way down here. Wow. Great pick by the Tigers. Definitely go pick right there. Wow. Great pick right here. Great pick. So, definitely could start though, but he doesn't seem like an accurate starter. Bryce Bonnin. I mean, I actually like the guy. So I think he's a little better than Davovich, to be honest, when I'm reading it here. So interesting.
But if you talk to the LSU coaches, they've had a lot of big leaguers run through that program, and this one ranks right up there with all of them as far as the hit tool is concerned.
See what's going on in chat. What's going on, Midwest Sports and Colby Sports? I really appreciate you guys joining the stream. It's been a great game. It's been a great draft so far. As the 63rd selection is being made by the St. Louis Cardinals coming up here as they're on the clock. How do I feel about the Cardinals picks? They have, let's see what they have selected so far. Jordan Walker was a little bit of a reach for me, but when I read about him, I was like, nah, that's actually a nice pick. Definitely has a high ceiling, one of the higher ceilings in this draft. But who did they pick again at 54? Let me check. Mason Wynn, I like that pick. One of my favorite, definitely one of my, thanks Colby, I really appreciate that. One of my favorite two-way players in this class. As definitely shortstop, left-hand pitcher, definitely. As I've heard rumors, Paul Young could be on the trade block by then. He could be gone. But I will love the pick by you guys. So I think you've had a decent draft so far. Not incredible, but decent. But I say decent. So Spencer Torkelson, Dylan Dingle, and Daniel. Tigers have had a heck of a draft. Wow. So that's nice. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. I really appreciate that.
All things being equal, you got a bunch of similar guys on the board, you take the hitter. And you look at Detroit farm system and big league team, it's filled with high-end pitching. Yeah. I mentioned before, we're not sure that of the 9 players in that lineup when they make the playoffs next, we're not sure if there's anybody.
So I'll be reading more chat.
So they need to get hitters. It's all things being equal with the draft strategy you want to go there, and in this system you want to go there. I heard
Here, the pick is in for the Cardinals. Let's see who they go with. So Colby Sports, let's see who the Cardinals go with. Yeah, I really have them going. See who the Cardinals select. Oh, Markevian Hens! That's a great pick by you guys. I'm not surprised he went earlier than expected to. One of my favorite players I read about today. Great pick by you guys, Colby Sports. He's a high school player, only 17 years old. But I love the pick. I definitely can compare him to a big league pitcher. Definitely is a decent pick. Wow. Great. That's a nice pick by you guys. For sure. Wow. Nice pick by the Cardinals. For sure. Yes, committed to Arkansas. He has the elements you want. Hopefully he'll sign, though. I think he will, but we'll see. So, thanks to the people that have joined the stream. I really appreciate that. So, the Seattle Mariners are on the clock now. I'll read a couple more prospects now. So, Liam Norris, left-hand pitcher, only 18 years old, out of Green Hope, North Carolina. He's signed with North Carolina Tar Heels. 45 changeup, 55 curveball, 55 slider. His control's really bad, though. That's going to be interesting. Another guy that could potentially be a reliever. Definitely shaky. Command is also bad. I'm definitely not high on him at all. Carson Seymour. I wonder if he's related to Ian Seymour. Here's the Mariner selection. Ooh, Connor Phillips. Okay. Read about him. But when I read about him, I was like, I didn't like it. But then when I read about him a little bit more again, then I was like, okay. Decent prospect. Definitely. You should dig it, though. So, definitely a guy that could help the Mariners for sure. So, interesting pick. So, Carson Seymour. 65 fastball is nice. Command 45 a little bit better control. 50 curveball. 45 changeup. 55 slider. Okay. Carson Seymour, right-hand pitcher out of Kansas State. Kansas State knows only produced just one. How about this? The Jaguars have hired him as a offensive quality control coach. Denard Robinson. Wow. So, second rounder Jaguars way back in 1969. Oh. Kid got league touching 99 during fall practice, 96. Carson Seymour. Another guy. A lot of these pitchers down here would be relievers, maybe. Or he could start. Definitely start. Up to 97 fastball. He has a lot of fastballs during 95, 97. This is a great fastball. I don't mind bad changeups, like I said. Curveball 50. Could be a little better. I like the slot at 55. I like him a little better than definitely like him a little better than Norris, though, for sure. Here's the red selection. Jackson Miller, catcher from Mitchell High School, Florida. Love the pick. One of my favorite catchers in this whole draft. Definitely could be a big league starting catcher in the future. A lot of guys will not make the team, but this guy I think will make the MLB. He has the tools for sure, so we'll see what happens. So, hold on, Ruby. Come on. Streaming with OBS so far. So Ryan Webb, left-hand pitcher. Scouts aren't positive he can hold a starter's workload, but he definitely has upside. Left-hand pitcher out of Georgia, another Georgia pitcher. Curveball 60, changeup 50, control 45. Been a full-time reliever for a while. He's one of those pitchers that might not have a huge workload at all in the MLB. I'm not big on the relievers here, so I mean they're obviously relievers, but I mean they definitely could be better. So Luke Waddle, shortstop at Georgia Tech. 30 power, 155, 450, 37 round pick sophomore year ago. So here's Dodgers pick 66. There he is. Clayton Beater to the Dodgers. So the Dodgers take a risk and take Clayton Beater. See if he'll sign, though. I think he will. I don't think he wouldn't sign with the Dodgers. So how about this? Clayton Beater ends up with the Dodgers at 66. Okay. Okay. Herbie, I'm live on YouTube. Herbie, come here. Herbie, come here. Herbie. 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 What are you doing, honey? What are you doing? Come on. Herbie, you're streaming on YouTube. Okay. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. I'll have to read the chat now. Alright, we'll see what the chat's saying. Stop it, Ruby. It's okay. So I really appreciate you guys being in the stream. It's been fun. Stop it. Ruby, come on. Sit down. Please. I'm trying to stream here. I'm not giving you my pizza. So. So Gabe Tapler, the new manager for the Giants. Hey, get away. No, you joined. You joined. Okay, bye.
They won't let me join you guys.
There's 4 people here. And they're going to see you. So stop. Ruby. What's up, Broncos fanatic? Thanks for joining the stream. I really appreciate you, my man, for joining the stream. As the San Francisco Giants are on the clock. So Luke Waddle. Solid arm. He's going to be a defender with not a lot of power. Shortstop. Not a big fan right there of Luke Waddle. Don't see much in him. As we're going to go to Trey Cruz, another shortstop. Has a little more power at 45. Good arm. Not as good as a fielder, though. Shortstop out of Rice. His father Jose, grandfather Jose, and great uncles Hector and Tommy all played in the majors. Wow. Uncle Enrique started at second base for the 2003 College World Series champions at Rice. Wow. They won the College World Series in 2003 Rice. Wow. Plus the average running times, though. That hurts. Average arm refrigerator, so leave himself sticking shortstop. This is a guy, Trey Cruz, that might not make the majors. Same with Luke Waddle. I'm not too high on these guys, though. So, we'll see where they go. Third baseman Tyler Keenan. He is out of Ole Miss. He bats left, throws right. 55 power. Ooh, that's not bad. 45. 55 arm, but he's really slow. A lot of slow players, though, that have a lot, but he has a lot of power. If you have a lot of power and slow, that's not too much of a concern, but it's alright. 44, not the best fielder. This guy could be a DH at the next level, though. Bruins selected him in the 5th round last year. Wow. He's actually one of his former teammates, actually, had selected him in the 5th round last year. Keenan could go in the 5th round, too. Yeah, he's not that great of a hitter, though. He's going to be a guy that probably maybe a first baseman. A first base power hitter, though. I mean, that's not terrible, but I do like him better than Waddle and Cruz, though, when I'm reading from Trenton Denholm. Curveball 50. That's right. Throws right. He's always ready. RVC Javon. So, the San Francisco Giants are still on the clock. He's one of the best college strike throwers in the country. Has Control is actually really nice. 55 Trenton Dillon, 5 UC Irvine. 75, 77 mile curveball is improving. His brutal, that's nice. And slider, oh, his whole pitching metrics are actually been decent as of late. He's showing strikes with every single pitch he does. Wow, I really like what's going on here. So definitely, he can start. He might be a starter at the next level. I really like the pick there for the. Whoever gets him that could be a sleeper too, Trenton Dillon. So here's a Giant selection at 67.
With the 67th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the San Francisco Giants select left-handed pitcher Nick Swinney.
Ooh, from NC State. Very consistent pitcher. You're getting a lot with him too. As the Giants did need a pitcher, so they get one there. So I like the pick. Maybe a little undersized at 187 pounds, but 6'3". Similar to Jared Schuster, 4 starts, 1.29 ERA, 4-0. He's definitely one of the better win pitchers though. 1.9 walks in 9, down from 5 in 2018, 2019. So he's been really improving his control and command. 84% opponent miss rate with changeup. Oh, I love pitchers with good changeups. If you have a good changeup, that's good. So Swinney, great pick by the Giants. I believe he definitely has a chance to make the majors in a couple years here, as he's out of college. So I really like the pick here. So a nice pick right here by the Giants. So what's going on, Silver Slugger? I really appreciate you joining the stream. So Colby Sports, I am actually 15, almost 16 years old. So Silver Slugger, I can't do it. It's copyright, man. No, the draft is on ESPN 2. It's on ESPN 2 on TV as I'm watching the TV. The Giants signed Gabe Kapler because they think he could be a good fit there. He could be a good manager still. Maybe he wasn't just the best fit at where he was in Philly. So maybe if he goes to a new team, he definitely could be a good fit there. Being a bad manager at one place doesn't mean you're a bad manager. You could be a great fit somewhere and then a bad fit somewhere else. So they wanted an experienced guy after Boshi retired. But there's rumors that Boshi could come out of retirement in a couple years. But who knows? She called me message retracted. It's virtually like the NFL, yeah, pretty much. Except people announcing the picks are actually at the studio, unlike Goodell, who was at his basement. So here's a Giant selection again. They get another selection. Never heard of him, Jimmy Golanke, shortstop, Dallas Baptist. One of the only few players I haven't heard of today. So where he's in prospect. How about this? The 160th pick, the 160th overall prospect is Robbie Ashford. He's actually going to play quarterback at Oregon, I believe. He could be a starter. But I don't think he'll be a starter this year. Robbie Ashford, okay. So the Mets are on the clock. Jimmy Golanke was the 171st prospect. So with the 129th prospect, Jackson Lee, 33rd pitcher at Tennessee. Metrics are pretty decent though. All at 50 plus. That's actually great. Mid-80 slider cutter. Okay. He's a good strikeout pitcher. Undersized, but he is very good for an undersized pitcher. Definitely could develop in the rotation. Yeah, Jackson Lee sounds like a nice prospect. So, okay. I dig it. I dig him. Here's the Mets selection. Mets selection. Wow. So they take Isaiah Green. Did a lot of study on him, believe it or not. So the Mets just took Isaiah Green. How about that? So the Mets take Isaiah Green. Definitely not a bad pick at all. I mean, he definitely has a little bit of inconsistencies. Needs to develop a little bit more, but not a bad pick. Not a terrible pick at all. Definitely not a bad pick at all. So, yeah, he's from Corona. Yeah, he's a mediocre player, Isaiah Green. Isaiah Green's yeah. I don't think he's a 69 best prospect though. Okay, my phone is dying. Oh gosh. Okay. All right, it's charged. So Trevor Hauver, outfielder out of Arizona State. Okay. On the clock, the St. Louis Cardinals. He's 21 years old. So I like Arizona State prospects are nice. So I mean, he's definitely not the greatest fielder in the world. Has a little bit of power. Guy's gonna have to play because he's been unclear where he plays defensively. See, Daniel Murphy, yeah, not the greatest defender, but I can hit a little bit. So Trevor Hauer, if my team, the Indians, were to pick him, I'd be like, okay, but I'd be like, trust the process because I'm not the highest on him. So, nah, I don't know. But how about Yohandy Morales, third baseman, only 18 years old, out of Braddock, Florida High School, as he is committed to Miami. As he has a 55 power and 60 arm. He only has a 45 run, 45 hit, 50 field. Definitely the type of third baseman that would actually be decent for a team that you maybe want on your team. Yohandy Morales. So the St. Louis pick's about to be announced right here. So my first version coming in. Do not know who that is. East Carolina, Alec Burleson, right fielder and left-hand pitcher out of East Carolina. That's left throws, left, age 21. So the Cardinals select him. Let's see what the chat's saying. So the chat isn't really saying anything. Really should appreciate the people joining the stream though.
He also was on Team USA, got some looks there on the big stage. Let's go back to Jeff Patton here. He is our financial expert, serves as a consultant for everybody that's on this program.
Morales played shortstop in high school, but everyone sees him as a third baseman. He has a strong arm. Yeah, he's definitely improving his defense from what I'm seeing. A lot of teams really like his bat, though, from what he's saying. So, you know what? Yohandy Morales, from what I'm seeing, from what teams are saying, definitely a decent prospect and definitely a guy worth a draft pick here for sure. So, Colby Mayo, third baseman out of Stoneman Douglas High School, and he signed with Florida. So, here's the Washington Nationals are on the clock with the 71st pick. So your Stoneman Douglas has produced Anthony Rizzo and Jesus Luzardo, and Rockies third base prospect Walker. Mayo plays a hot corner. 65 arm, 55 power, only 40 run, 45 hit, and 45 field. But I really like the arm though. I really like that. But I like the field a little bit better. So yeah, Austin Reilly played decent. Had a little bit of inconsistencies. The guy seems like he may be a little inconsistent, but he's young. Definitely has a lot of potential, and he definitely has potential to be a top 50 prospect. So if I had to pick between Morales and Mayo, I'd actually pick Mayo. I feel like Mayo has a really high ceiling from what I'm seeing. Very high ceiling. Another guy, Tanner Witt, Carson Montgomery, two other guys I've been picked due to money potentially. So here's the pick by the Nationals. I think I saw that name. I think I read about him like a while ago. Monsignor Pace High School sent Samuel Infante shortstop. That's right, there's right. So we'll see what he can do.
So this is one of those guys that I watched him and I put him in a good spot in my rankings. And some people actually get the feedback from him up or down. And I look at these people, the scouts, and I'm like, am I missing something here? I love this guy. He's 19 on draft day. He's not model friendly. It's big bat speed. Probably not a shortstop. If you get a second baseman or third baseman that gets you
Doesn't he's labeled as a shortstop, but he doesn't seem. But he might not be a shortstop in the. But Samuel Infante, what I read about him, I thought he was underrated. So I definitely like the pick by the Nationals for sure. So Tyler Brown, right-hand pitcher, we'll read about him out of Vanderbilt. Another Vanderbilt player, we'd like to see that. 55 fastball, 55 slider, 26 round pick last year by the Reds, 50 changeup, 50 curveball. Here's the Astros' first pick. What a joke. They're on the clock.
One thing that I can say is having a new general manager in place is going to be interesting the way the Houston Astros go about it. They were burned for a few years going with pitching.
So, 55 control, 45 overall, though, like usual with most players. Actually, Tommy John surgery, father and a daughter born with Down syndrome, like threatening heart defect. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, Tyler Brown. I watched this kid play. He's a beast. He's a beast. I actually watched him play. He's a nice player. Tyler Brown. I remember watching him play. I remember watching this guy play. 94, 96. All 50s. I would love the Indians to select him if they want another pitcher. He's a reliever. And he's a reliever. Yeah, I really like Tyler Brown. So yeah. Let's see what happens with the Astros. Why is Jordan still out there? Interesting.
There's a reason if you look at the teams where these guys are coming from, it's the teams that have a good process and also get good results. If you're an owner and you're like, I can't prove who a good executive is, none of them have been in charge yet, you don't want to take a hired guy, look at a team that seems like it has a lot of smart people because good stuff can happen. There's like the guy that's behind Torkelson, the guy that's behind Lacey. Like, you don't know how good the guy is because you don't.
So here's the crappy Astros pick. As we'll get to Holden Powell, the right-hand pitcher, 134th prospect soon after this pick is announced.
With the 72nd pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Houston Astros select right-handed pitcher Alex Santos II.
Ooh, I like Alex Santos. I actually really like that kid. That stinks. He has to go to a cheating team, Alex Santos. Mount St. Michael High School, New York. That stinks.
He has the highest fastball spin rate in the entire draft.
Highest fastball spin rate. Yeah. He is an amazing pitcher. He's only a high school kid, but good, really good pick by the Houston Cheaters. So yeah, definitely a nice pick there. Really like that pick there.
And there you go, see those spin rates. Because he would be available here, he'd be the top of their list. This guy's not getting calls for the other team.
So Detroit will be up to start the third round, I believe. I was holding Powell, 60 slider, 50 control. Wow, 40 change. Don't mind bad changeups. I do not mind those. 55 fastball. Wow. He is a bullpen pitcher. Wow. He does actually have a little bit more changeup than they say. Wow, that's definitely one of the best relievers in the draft. Wow. Hunter Barnhart, right-hand pitcher. Only 18 years old. Signed with Arizona State. Nice. Curveball 60, fastball 55, control 50, changeup 45, overall 45. He's an inexperienced pitcher, though, as he has been playing in the field in the past. 96 fastball, wow. Curve 70, 80 curve. Ooh, okay. Off speed check 81, 84. Good arm speed. Has a chance to bargain to average offering. The guy that definitely could. Hunter Barnhart could definitely be a starter in the future. Wow. I'm telling you, I'd actually dig that for sure. Definitely not a bad pick at all. So, Hunter Barnhart, right-hand pitcher out of St. Joseph, California, definitely not bad either. No. So 2 decent prospects in a row. Wow. Alec Burleson, first baseman, 45 power. Ooh, first. Oh yeah, they took him. He's already been selected. Chase Hampton, right-hand pitcher from Kilgore, Texas, 18 years old, signed to Texas Tech. Okay. I feel like this one of these guys, I definitely could go back to college. But who knows? As he is a 55 fastball, 50 changeup, overall 45, control 50, curveball 55. Decent numbers. A lot of scouts believe he will go to Texas Tech though. So I would not take a chance on him, as a lot of Texas Tech pitchers will stay there and stuff. So Chase Hampton, I definitely wouldn't take a chance on him, to be honest with you. Just because you don't know what you're going to get with him. You don't.
That's why boys and girls clubs across the country are stepping up
So.
to help feed their communities. We're doing whatever it takes to help families get through this crisis. But we need your help. Support your local boys and girls clubs. Visit bgca.org/relief.
Let's go to the next prospect. Nick Griffin, left-hand pitcher out of Monticello, Arkansas. 50 fastball, 50 slider, 50 control, 45 overall, 55 curveball, 50 changeup. Okay. So another high school pitcher from Arkansas. Gained 20 pounds of muscle. Ooh, okay. Arm action a bit longer, but he's making strides with deliveries. He's been another guy that's improved. Had some of those players that improved. He's been one of them. As the Tigers are still on the clock. As he shows some promise as a hitter and could fit the right field profile, their teams clearly prefer him on the mound. That would be another guy that could be a potential two-way player. Ooh, Nick Griffin, Monticello, Arkansas. He's very athletic. Swing misses with slider. Ooh, but he's not bad. I think I'm gonna have to rank Barnhart, Powers, and Griffin. Nick York, he was actually already taken by the Red Sox. Oh my god. So pick is in for the Tigers. After the Tigers pick, I gotta go upstairs for a second. Oh no. That's the thoughts. See what the Tigers take. As they took Dylan Dingler, 38th pick. Ooh, I read about him. Wasn't huge on him, as I read about him and Waddle. I would like him a little bit better than Luke Waddle, but still not too high on him. But the Tigers take him. I mean, they did need a shortstop, but let's see who else was available at shortstop. Hayden Cantrell, Anthony Servideo, not high on him though. Neil Talento was still available. I said he didn't have the best power, but he definitely wasn't the worst player, as he. You could actually, because he has a. Just because he has a lot of family that played, he might be the best shortstop available still. So maybe I'm wrong here. So not bad. So to be honest, I'm gonna admit it. I think he is the best shortstop available. So hats off to the Tigers for taking him. 2018 freshman All-American. Now let's read some more chat. Nothing really going on in the chat so far. Thanks for joining the stream, for whoever just joined. I really appreciate that. Alright, we're back. So, read another prospect here. Max Race sick. Slider 55, control 55, fastball 55, changeup 50. He is another potential two-way player. Wow. How about some underrated players here? Other stuff I like. Bottom. Eyes from breaking ball. Tony, changeup isn't bad. Thinking about changeup isn't the worst thing in the world. It's the big stage. But he's another guy that actually could go to UCL, so that might hurt. There he is. Anthony Servideo gets selected by the Orioles. I think he was the worst shortstop that I read. Not the worst shortstop left, but I mean the worst I read. So I'm not too happy about that pick for the Orioles. I'm not really loving it. As Match Rayshik, but the problem with Rayshik, he may go to college, which might really hurt. So I'm the guy you may not take the risk on. With 141st prospect, Ty Ford, right-hand pitcher out of Rockmore, Georgia. Curveball 50, changeup 50, control 50, and 55 fastball. Scouts thought he had a chance to go in the first 2 rounds, but then he had inconsistency. He is 18 years old. He's at LSU, so he could definitely go to LSU. Ty Ford's not the type of guy I would take. Definitely wouldn't take him. So Jesse Franklin, outfielder, Michigan. The 37th pick, 1,113th round, hired by the Seattle Mariners. Hit 45, power 50, arm 45, overall 40. Okay, we're getting some 40 overalls now. Or is that just him? Or are we getting 40 overalls? Yeah, we're getting 40 overalls now. A little lower. As not the best contact hitter though, Jesse Franklin, outfielder, Michigan. He's inconsistent at center field. He's a shaky defender. He's an average baseball player, but average. I'm not high in this guy. So here's the Marlins selection. 75th pick. Oh, so he might be a reliever. I read he might be a reliever at the next level. Interesting pick. The first Coastal Carolina player pick. There's another one that I read about in Coastal Carolina. He's a starter, but someone that may translate to a reliever in the MLB. Tomorrow's taking Patrick Chavers. I like him better than Patrick Chavers, though. Parker Chavers, I mean, alright. Well, they get 4 pitchers. Wow. The Marlins. Which is weird. The analytics, right? Timmy Manning, left-hand pitcher, signed with Florida. 18 years old. 60 curveball, 55 control, 55 changeup, 45 fastball, overall 40. He didn't really improve with velocity as his mid-70s. Curveball. It's a better command than his fastball. That's not the best thing to hear when your command with your curveball is better than your fastball. That is not the best thing to hear. He has a good feel for his changeup, or it could be his second pitch in time. So how about this? His curveball and his changeup are better than his fastball? Okay. But his curve has been really good against right-hand hitters. So that's a good sign. He's a really good lefty with curveballs. Timmy Manning is definitely worth a pick, I think. So, but here's a Royals pick at 76. Who they select? But Timmy Manning committed to LSU, but I think I haven't heard anything about him going to LSU. I could definitely see him go to the MLB. Here's the pick.
76th pick of the 2020 Major League Baseball draft. The Kansas City Royals select Tyler Gentry.
Howard Gentry. He is from Alabama. Yes. I don't know if he's related to Greg Gentry or not, but he was one of the. There was actually a few outfielders surrounded by him in the rankings. Yes, there was Jake Vogel. I wasn't big on him. I'm not too big. I like Chase Davis, though. I like Chase Davis a little more than Gentry, but I do not hate Gentry. I do not hate him at all. I think he's actually an okay prospect. I do not think he's bad at all. So Takoa Roby will be the next prospect we go over. and Bobby Witt with the second pick. So, junior. So, 55 fastball, 45 changeup, control 55, curveball 55. Nothing wrong with that and where he's ranked. He's committed to Troy University, tends to be around the strike zone. Could be a four type starter in the future. Wow, they're high on him. And he definitely may go to the MLB. 18 years old, he's a high school guy, Pine Forest, Florida. His 3-pitch mix was a solid frame, loose delivery, long arms, and loose wrist action that allows for good movement on his pitches. His fastball will be in the 89-94 range, but he has great movement on his fastball too. That's Max Scherzer type pitching. Ooh, okay. 74, 78 miles per hour downer, breaking curveball, pitch that's at least above average in the future. He does have a changeup, but he needs to work on developing it to catch up level curve. But fastball curve nice, but his changeup, I don't hate bad changeups. I don't. Because they're just mini fastballs if you really think about it. If you get your fastball up there, but you have back, I do not mind that. That's not terrible. Guy that definitely is a good chance to go in the MLB. It's Kai Roby. I mean, he's kind of skinny. What is his size? How tall is he? 6'1", 185. He's definitely undersized, but he could be very sneaky in there when he gets at you. So I don't hate. I'm not gonna hate this whoever selects him is gonna get a decent player here. I like him and Manning. As I'm not as high in Rashik Floyd or Franklin at all, but so another prospect will go over Jack Leftwich, right-hand pitcher out of Florida, 39th round pick, 1,179th pick by the Tigers in 2017. I wonder if they showed it for you. Fastball 55, slider 55, control 45, changeup 50. Not a lot to see here. So probably go to the majors at 20 years old. Pitching around the Cape Cod League, it's not bad. 6'2", 210. A little inconsistent with his command. Inconsistent pitcher. But he's a guy that definitely can improve, and he definitely has ability to maintain velocity deep into starts. So he's a guy, if he does well in starts, he is a guy that could go late in starts. He's a guy that definitely could. He's one of those guys that definitely could pitch a lot in starts, and he will stay consistent. As he does have a nice real hard downer power slider, low 80 slider, 94 mile-an-hour fastball. 94 plus is nice for fastball. I'm not gonna lie. Jack Leftwich, there's inconsistencies there though, but I think he's a nice player. I still believe. I think if I had to pick, I think he's still under Roby and Manning. I think Roby's still higher than Manning, and Manning's still higher than Leftwich, but not a bad prospect at all. So we get a catcher here, Kel Emshaw, catcher out of Arkansas Little Rock. So he goes to Little Rock for college. Okay, so he's never been drafted. He's 22 years old for Arkansas. So hit 45, only run 20. Wow, he's very slow. Field 45, overall 40, 55 on, 50 power. So he definitely actually looks like a decent pitcher, but he might not be the best hitter with shirts. I mean, there's some times where he struggles at defense, but I mean, it's pitcher. Definitely moves the wall enough. Yeah, block balls. Definitely hits. He hits for a good average, though. This spring, he played 17 games. Won 7 times, returned 417. I mean, I don't hate this pick, but I'm not the biggest fan of it because I really like defensive catchers. I mean, definitely needs to work on his defense a little bit. Not a bad hitter, though. So, but if he stays a catcher, that might not be the best thing. But if you can move him, he's definitely a nice prospect. But playing catcher, I don't know. Maybe first base would be nice for him, but who knows? But here's the Blue Jays selection at 77.
With the 77th pick of the 2020 MLB draft, the Toronto Blue Jays select right-handed pitcher Trent Palmer from Jacksonville University. The Seattle Mariners.
I think I read about him, if I'm correct. Trent Palmer. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I'm not high on him though. He's one of the guys I wasn't too high on. Went to Jacksonville. I mean, he's had definitely some moments last season. I think every pitcher's gonna have some moments. 52% miss swing rate, but I read he does have a little bit of inconsistencies according to insiders. You have to trust your area scouts. A lot of scouts weren't high on this guy. 133 pitcher, 5'2", 177, 153 walks. But he goes to Jacksonville, so I don't know. So, but I don't know about this pick. I don't know. Average to above average. Definitely could be average. Maybe he can. The ceiling is limited, I think. But a lot of people will like him. A lot of people won't like him, though.
I think Tyreek's another one that is interesting because it's small sample set this year, like you said.
So Shane Drowan, successful high school quarterback. So here's Drowan's command comes and goes, but because of his athleticism and his confidence from many scouts, he'll be able to repeat his delivery and throw. So his inconsistency, but he has a lot of potential to improve according to scouts. But I don't know what I will see from him. 6'3", 195. 195 to 6'3". I'm not going to really get into it much. I'm not huge on him. Another four-stick guy I'm not huge on. So 79th with Pirates. Okay. Nick Garcia, I read about him. Did read about him. We'll go back to him. He was a 70th prospect, so you could argue they got a steal here. Well, I like Nick Garcia. Yeah, I read about him. I thought he was. The only problem with him, he is a D3 pitcher, but what I saw from him, I really liked. So I think the Pirates get another nice pick here. So, all right, Ben Charrington, I see you. So the next prospect we'll read about is 148th prospect Colby Halter, second baseman and third baseman out of Bishop County, Florida High School. We'll see what the chat is saying. Nothing going on in the chat really. I don't think he's going to go high. So, Colby Halter, Not a lot of power. Nice throw. Not fast. It's 50 field. 50 hit. Not a, it seems like a decent hitter though. Hit 419 in Team USA and international competition. A guy that might hit for average, but he might not do a lot. Could hit like definitely could be a starter in the MLB where he hits maybe 15 homers, 20 homers season maybe hits for a decent average. So that's not terrible. Gonna play. He plays all over the infield as he signed with Florida, and he may go to Florida though. So, but if someone takes him, that wouldn't be the worst selection though, as he definitely has a very high ceiling. But it's gonna be tough to not get him to Florida. But Colby Halter definitely could get some decent money offered to him. So we'll see though. But I like it. I like what I see from him. I think he's play. Sammy Infante was selected, so we'll go to Tyler McDonough. As the pick for San Diego's in, we'll read McDonough. Oh my gosh, why am I butchering that name? That should be easy. Tyler McDonough, the outfielder and second baseman for the NC State. So we'll see who the Padres select at 80. Oh, there we go. It happened. Cole Wilcox to the Padres. So with the 80th pick, the Cole Wilcox is finally selected as he gets selected by the San Diego Padres. So Cole Wilcox is finally selected as he goes to the Padres. 6'5", 36 pounds. But SEC and KBB ratio, 32 Ks, 2 BBs, which are walks and 23 innings pitch. 78% of fastballs are 95 plus. Wow. This is so if he does sign, then that's huge. Then they get another top prospect, the Padres. So wow. The Padres get another steal if he does end up signing. Wow. 50% opponent misread slider. Number 23 prospect in draft according to Kylie McDaniel. Wow. So Cole Wilcox is finally selected, but it only matters if he'll sign or not. That's why he hasn't been selected. And he's compared. They compare him to Shane Bieber. Okay. So 44% with rate, Shane Bieber. 22% swing strike rate. I mean, 23% for Shane Bieber. How about that?
Yeah, and the slot number this year, KP, is $767,000. As I said earlier, he is a $3 million player. That's what they're hoping for. That's what they're looking to get.
So Tyler McDaniel, only 40 power, arm 50, overall 40. Nice hit, run, and field. Definitely could be a very versatile player. So he knows Patrick Bailey. Okay. Is he teammates or not? Interesting. His teammates with Patrick Bailey. Wow. Has quickness, takes good routes in center field. Wow. Adam Eaton could be even a better Adam Eaton. So Tyler McDougal could definitely be a steal for whoever takes him. Not a bad player at all. Wow. Tyler McDougal. So Colorado Rockies are still on the clock. They'll be up soon. Got Sam Weatherly still out there. Try to Clemson. See who takes him. I mean, I wasn't the highest on Weatherly, but has some good stuff. As we took Logan Allen at the 56th pick. So with the 151st prospect, Grant Richardson, outfielder out of Indiana. 50 power, 50 arm, 50 field, 55 run, and 45 hit. Wow. So Grant Richardson, 20 years old. He has a chance to stay there in Pro Bowl. Or may fit better on the corner. Could be a corner outfielder. As he plays center field as of now. Hit 424. Wow. Leading the Big Ten Conference to 5 homers in 14 games, while hitting 424. Wow. Wow. So this could be a steal here for whoever. And if he goes undrafted, it's a steal for whoever signs him. Wow. So Grant Richardson, I like him. So I like this guy. I like him a lot more than what I've been reading. One of the best prospects I've read in a while, though. So the pick is in for the Rockies. This is actually one of the best prospects I've read about for some time now. Wow, so 1.54 second 6-yard dash. Currently worked out last summer. So his speed plays closer to solid on the base and in center field. He spent most of his freshman season in right field before team. For Pirates 2019 second rounder Matt Forsky in center is playing. Wow. So I could see him getting selected in this round, maybe next round, but I think he'll get selected. I like him. I like it. I think he's definitely appealing to scouts and MLB teams. So yeah. So we'll go to Kevin Abel, Oregon State right-hand pitcher. I don't know if he has a relation to Mick Abel, but interesting. 50 fastball, 60 changeup. Wow, that's actually nice. But if you want something to be better, not changeup. Because he has 55 curveball, a lot of decent curveballs in this draft. And the 50 control. High school, really solid high school prospect in the San Diego area back in 2017. When healthy, he's still very advanced. He hasn't been healthy for. He definitely has some problems staying healthy, but when he's healthy, he's a 99 3 9. 12 to 6 breaking ball. As he's pitched like a veteran in terms of not giving in hitters and sticking to a game plan. So he sticks to the game plan. He's actually very consistent with it. So he may want to stay at Oregon State just because he didn't play this past season. But how about that? So it looks like teams are really hot to trot for him, but just due to the fact that he might be hard to sign, the teams may not take him. As this seems like a guy that definitely is decent. So he's not bad. I wouldn't say he's great, but I wouldn't say he's bad at all for sure. I wouldn't say that. So I'll check the chat now. Chat's been lagging a little bit today, which is interesting. Which kind of stinks. So. Nobody really in the chat right now, which stinks. So the Rockies pick has been announced, and they take Sam Weatherly, left-hand pitcher out of Thompson. Wow, okay, interesting. He was actually drafted by the Blue Jays in the 27th round of the 2017 draft. So the 153rd prospect, Hugh Fisher, left-hand pitcher out of Vanderbilt. Nice to see some Vanderbilt players. Could stay on with Vanderbilt loaded pitching staff, but they think he's the guy that will go to the majors. I do too. He has a 60 fastball, 45 changeup. Telling you, I don't mind bad changeups. But the control's kind of stinky though, which really hurts. And 55 slider, okay. But if you can have a ball slider and people can chase that, that's actually nice. 94, 96 as a. In the fastball, he went from working 98 to 91 to 94, 96. Wow. How about that? As the Angels are about to select here. That's Fisher really good. Here's Angel selection. I did read about him. Wow. So yeah, I compared this guy to someone. The only reason why I'm kind of confused on who these guys are because I think I may be mispronouncing their names a little bit. I really like Calabrese, I do. I think I compared to someone decent though. But Hugh Fisher, definitely a nice player, as he is but he looks like to be a reliever. It looks like a nice reliever though. So I wouldn't mind taking him, but I feel like his ceiling could be a little limited, but not a bad player at all. Definitely has, but his floor isn't bad though. So David Calabrese, I'll go back to him. I compared him to someone though. Someone pretty good though. David Calabrese. He was the 97th prospect, as he has a 75 run. Hopefully Andrew Benintendi. So definitely could be a sleeper. Andrew Benintendi in the 3rd round would be great. So the Angels take him. Definitely a nice pick by them. So Dalton Fowler, left-hand pitcher out of Northwest Mississippi, CC, college, and he signed with Oklahoma. So 55 fastball, 55 curveball, 45 control, 50 changeup. I don't know. His control and command need a lot of work. He definitely has been very consistent. Well, I'm reading here, I'm not the greatest pitcher. And he's out of small school too. Dalton Fowler, I wouldn't take him if I'm you. I'm not taking Dalton Fowler. Hate to break it to you. So here's the pick for the Chicago White Sox coming up. After that, I will be hitting the bathroom, the restroom. So I won't take too long. So actually, we'll go to the bathroom right now. Really quick.
No, the difference between the draft, guys, is that some of the best players in baseball can drop to the 3rd round because this isn't just about raw talent. This isn't just about fit. This is about playing around with your money and trying to be creative. And that's one of the things that frustrates some organizations, but allows others like San Diego or Tampa Bay to really take advantage of it and try and manipulate that money and really manipulate the conversations with players. I mean, right now, organizations are calling up agents saying, we will sign your guy here. Do you take it or not? No? Okay. Make another call. And they will not pick the player they necessarily like the best. They'll pick the player who fits their
All right, we're back. So I will check the chat right now and see if there's anything going on. So thanks for joining the stream for whoever just joined. I really appreciate it. Here's the White Sox selection. So there will be no announcement for this one. Interesting. As they will take Addison Coffey, right-hand pitcher, Wabash Valley, CC. Never heard of him, though. See if he's up here. Gosh. No, I don't see him. All right. So TJ Nichols, right-hand pitcher, 17 years old, committed to Arizona. Wow, okay. As he has a 55 fastball, 55 slider, 40 changeup, 45 control, and overall 40. Not the greatest stats, but we'll see what happens. Still very young at 17 years old. He's a lack of a 3rd pitch, as he does have a changeup fast, as he has a fastball and slider. Not big on the changeup though. He has a ton of he seems like a fit guy, that kid that has a ton of upside. Very young still at 17 years old. Originally committed to Sacramento State, so he switched to Arizona. Don't blame him. Get a better school like that. So the pick is in for the Cincinnati Reds. He could definitely play the left side of the infield and pitch for the Wildcats if the draft doesn't work out. For TJ Nichols, as he has not been selected yet. But changeup's not bad. Because he may go to college, I'm not too high on this guy from what I'm reading. Here's the red selection. They take Bryce Bonnet, the pitcher from Texas Tech. I did read about him. Kind of liked him. So TJ Nichols, to be honest, he might have some decent stats there, but I'm not too high on him. He doesn't really have a curveball. Control isn't great, so I'm not too high on him. No. As he's 155th prospect. So here's Bryce Bonnet. We'll pull him back up. So he will be, he's one of my favorite relievers in this whole class. I was reading these relievers. He's a top 2 reliever in his class, in my opinion. So another guy that hasn't been selected is Seth Longway, the Ohio State pitcher. As he may So he's been considered one of the players. Casey Martin has not been selected yet, as he could be. So most of the players selected that are up there are probably guys that.
And the rest. So we'll continue. You'll get the names of them, but the conversations will go as well.
A new moment in wireless has begun. T-Mobile and Sprint partnership is important.
As these guys probably want a lot of money.
T-Mobile will build America's largest and most reliable 5G network with more power, more engineers, and more
If he gets selected though, Casey Martin.
best 5G network at the best price.
See if Seth Longsway gets selected. Buckeye pitcher. Carson Montgomery's still there. Tommy Mace. Blaze Jordan. Blaze Jordan would be a steal for whoever gets him. So the San Francisco Giants still on the clock. Yohandy Mendez, I like him. Kevin Parada. Ryan Hagano. Could be Mayo. Parker Shavers. I'm not big on Shavers, but these top 8 prospects except the 2 prospects I'm not high on are Hagano and Shavers, but the rest I really like here. So see what happens.
Play with the kids or exercise at home.
So Longway's still there.
Keeps you fresh all day.
He was the 50th prospect. Could he go back to Ohio State though? And he could be a guy that could be in the bullpen though, which is interesting. So let's see what the chat's saying. Not a lot of action in the chat, really. No. So sorry.
And now you can watch all 10 episodes of The Last Dance on the ESPN app.
You're kidding me right now. You're kidding me right now, Maria. Maria, here's Giant selection. Thanks for the people that joined the stream. I appreciate that.
2020 Major League Draft, the San Francisco Giants select Kyle Harrison.
Ooh. So he is teammates with. Yeah, he is actually with teammates with Ben Hernandez. I got him. As we will go through some more prospects now. So Jason South, cool. 50s on everything. Wow. He is a splitter. Cool. That's actually cool. 18 years old, signed with Maryland. Wasn't really able to just drop rises his stock, so that means he could actually stay, which would be interesting.
I know it's different covering it. You just saw the video of David Price. It was different back then. But this year, obviously,
He's a solid upper 70 slider. Fastball goes to 94. And he actually pitches well in cold weather. Wow. That's what I see from him. So he goes to a school where there's been major league players drafted. So he definitely has a lot of potential. So Jason Savagul, I'm definitely going to dig him, but you have to make sure he doesn't go back to college. So Jake Smith at 150, pick 157. State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota. As he has a 50 slider, 50 control, not bad. 40 changeup. No, like I said about the changeup, 55 fastball. So definitely with a fastball, kind of inconsistent. So here's a Ranger selection of 86, and they will take. Let's see who they take. Ooh, Tekoa Roby, right-hand pitcher out of Pine Forest High School out of Florida. That's a nice, really nice pick. He's one of my favorite high school pitchers in this whole draft. Tekoa Roby, so really nice pick by the Rangers here. They're getting high school career 1.34 ERA, 185 strikeouts, and 135 innings. Wow. This is definitely one of the best picks in the draft, one of the best sleepers in the draft. So a really good pick by the Texas Rangers right here. Wow. I was hoping the Indians could maybe get him, but no, that's not going to happen now. As Jake Smith, State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota, definitely inconsistent. But his delivery is nice. And he's been nice with throwing strikes as he has a 50 control. He will have to develop a third pitch. So a guy with a third pitch, maybe not the greatest, but definitely not bad control. If I had to pick between him and Safako, I'd pick Safako. But we will read about Grayson Hitt, the left-hand pitcher out of Houston, Tennessee High School, and signed with Alabama. So there's a good chance. Apparently, there's a really good chance he goes to Alabama, but he's in the draft right now. 55 curveball, 55 fastball, 50 changer, 15 control. Best project. Yeah. So, wow. Since 2002 first rounder, Matt Keenan, 2003 second rounder, Stuart Pomerantz. Wow. So, definitely, this guy's very talented, but I don't know if he's going to. But I don't know if you should take him just because of the risk. He may go to Alabama. So, that could definitely be a risk right there. So, but we know about Robbie Ashford out for Hoover, Alabama. So here's the selection for the Phillies, the 87th pick. Ooh, they take Casey Martin. So Casey Martin's off the board as the Phillies take him with the 87th pick. So Casey Martin is off to Philadelphia. 5'11", 175 pounds, bats right, throws right. So he 30th prospect according to MLB.com is off the board. Let's see if they will pay him. One of two players in SEC with 15 home runs and 10 stolen bases. As Robbie Ashford has some nice, only 40 hit, but he has some nice stats. But he may play quarterback though. So, but we already know much about him. So, nice baseball player. So, Caden Grice, outfielder and left-hand pitcher out of Riverside, South Carolina. Another two-way player, outfielder and left-hand pitcher. There is he. Scouts are split on whether Grice offers more upside as a slugger or pitcher, and that's all. But he's a Joey Gallo type player, and a lot of people probably think he's a hitter, a raw hitter, a guy that definitely could improve in the minors as a hitter, as he signed with Clemson as only 17 years old. So he definitely could go to Clemson, but he's not the. What I'm saying, he definitely struggles with strikes as a pitcher, and he has a decent control, but struggles with strikes at times. And it looks like what I'm reading here, it looks like he actually might be a better hitter. Even with a 40 hit, a lot of people think he could be a hitter. So, Caden Grice, I really like two-way players, and this is a guy I'd definitely be interested in if he decides to stay in the draft. So, definitely a guy I'd be interested in. Has some inconsistencies, but one of the better players that I've read about that has inconsistencies. As the Chicago Cubs are on the clock at 88. So, Caden Grice, interesting. What's going on, Michael Hilltopper House? Are the Rangers that will wheel in the farm system?
Makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX.
Outfielder that can pitch, that's a two-way player. That's what they call a two-way player. And some two-way players just go to the outfield or go to play pitcher. Yeah, Casey Martin's a nice player. So, I don't think you're really missing anything. He's just a two-way player. And he could definitely be just an outfielder or just a pitcher. But that's interesting.
Right now is the time for action. And for a second time, we're giving members a credit on their auto insurance. Because it's the right thing to do. We're also giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can take care of things like groceries before they worry about their insurance or credit card bills. Right now is the time to take care of what matters most. Like we've done together so many times before. Discover all the ways we're helping members at usaa.com/coronavirus.
Am I missing something here? How about Cade Horton still available in Blaze Jordan? Wow. I am very shocked Cade Horton's still up there. So, wow. That's interesting. So, Pig is in for the Chicago Cubs.
Attention Medicare recipients. Medicare has expanded benefits to help you during these uncertain times. Coverage may now include many benefits to help you while at home.
So,
Find out what new Medicare
let's go over some more prospects. Let's go over Adam Samaras, Long Beach State pitcher, lefty, as he hits righty though. 50 fastball, 50 curveball, 55 changeup, 55 control, slider 45. So, Maderos has always thrown out a ton of strikes, taking a step forward before his season was shut down. He does have limited ceiling, probably just because of the school he goes to. But I'm actually kind of high on these guys at times. So, but what I see from him, I think 55 control. Wow, that's good. So Adam Samaras, probably a really nice prospect. I like what I see from him. Steven Manuels, right-hand pitcher out of Washington. He is 21 years old. And wow, this might not be over until 11. So, Stevie Manuels, fastball 55, slider 50, control 45, changeup 50. Wow, interesting.
Moderate to severe psoriasis. Now there's Reilly.
So, thanks for joining the stream, for whoever just joined. I really appreciate it. The Red Sox pick is in. This will be interesting. See who they take, as they took an interesting player, Nick York. So, Stevie Emanuel's best right-hander to come out of Washington was Tim Lincecum. Wow. This is interesting. Another Tim Lincecum, first-round pick of the Giants, 2006. He has a nice strike zone. His command's decent, but it's not special. He could be in the bullpen in the majors, but it looks like he will be trained as a starter in the MLB to see what he can do at first, as fast as home plate to first base during the times. As you got some fast players, Ramon Quinn, Ernie Odor, as they are talking about Casey Martin. As Casey Martin is a very fast player. Oh, he's very fast. One of the fast players in the whole draft, Casey Martin. So the Cubs won with Jordan Nwogu. Wow, that's a really good pick. As with Jesse Franklin from Michigan, I'm not high on him, but I am high on Nwogu. I like that pick by me. Cubs and the Red Sox pick should be coming in any second. But he does have a lot of upside though, Stevie Manuel. So we'll see what happens. If I had to pick him between him, Grice, and Maderos, if I had to rank the three, I would rank 1 Maderos, 2 Manuels, and 3 Grice. Well, here's Jacob Minorowski, 55 curveball, 45 change. Wow, he's some great stats. Green Valley, Missouri, signed with Oklahoma State. 18, so definitely could be. There's Kyan Bloom. I wonder how old he is. Kyan Bloom looks kind of young. Still learning to keep slowly in sync, but he does. Well, he may not sign, but he does have some decent stuff. So here's the pick by the Red Sox. So Jacob Borowski, I would definitely spend a pick on him and see if you can get him to sign though. Ooh, Blaze Jordan to the Red Sox. That's a nice pick. So they take Blaze Jordan. Kyan Bloom is 37 years old. Okay, that's a nice pick. So after a bad pick yesterday, they make a really good pick now. They make a really good pick today. So that's interesting. All right, I'll be back, guys, in a second. Here.
Sitting there thinking, what are we doing? It's like that scene. Jack Daniels looked at Jim Carrey and said, just think you couldn't possibly get any dumber. You do something like this and totally redeem yourself. Blaze Jordan is the opposite.
So that's a nice pick by the Red Sox. So the Indians will be coming up in 6 picks after this. So nice pick by the Red Sox. Has to sign though. Has to sign. They got it. They're gonna. I bet you they offer him big money. Wouldn't be shocked. Compared to Bryce Harper, that's crazy. At first and third base, wow. Johnny Ray, right-hand pitcher. Out of TCU, 55 fastball, 55 curveball, 55 cutter, 50 changeup, 50 control. Okay. He did have Tommy John surgery, which is interesting. Which definitely is interesting. And he beat Max Meyer this past season. Wow. Fastball can go up to 97, 91, 94. Upper 70s curveball, good depth, and cutter and spider. He has a lot of pitches too. Doesn't have the smooth mechanics, but he is good at throwing strikes, follows pitches, stuff. He needs some really good stuff. But he has an interesting track record. As the Diamondbacks pick his in. Cleaned up his delivery. So he's played pitch actually pretty well after getting Tommy John surgery. So that's a good sign. I'm not gonna lie, Johnny Ray seems like a nice prospect. So that's some nice underrated prospects here. If I had to pick, I think I would go with Ray over Seminars, Bryce, and Mayo. So here's the Diamondback selection. And they go with Liam Norris. Ooh, that's a bad pick. I'm not high on Liam Norris, one of my least favorite prospects in this draft so far. So, but the Diamondbacks do take him, age 18, 6'4", 215. Definitely not that high on him though. Maybe that's why they took Nick York, the Red Sox, so they could get a higher prospect here at 89, Blaze Jordan. Maybe that's why the Indians took Carson Tucker. Not bad. Save a little bit of money. I like Blaze Jordan a lot. I really do. Joe Boyle, right-hand pitcher out of Notre Dame. 80 fastball. Wow. see what the chat's saying first before I get back into that. Nothing really going on.
What would be in the big leagues right now? The run grade would be the same in rookie ball, high school, whatever. You're just using stopwatch. Now with hit goal, can you hit 95 on the black? You probably can't. But you still know how to do. You take the different elements and say, can these grow into a guy that is a good.
That's Joe Boyle, right-hand pitcher. Wow, 55 slider too. He's a really bad control though. But he doesn't really matter for control if you can just get people to whiff. He can overpower hitters, but he need not the best for the third pitch. But he definitely could be really good in the pro ball. He's athletic too. I like him. I like Joe Boyle. I like Joe Boyle better. I think I think I like Joe Boyle's better than Grayson Emanuel's. To be honest, and I think he's close to Maderos. But I still really like Johnny Gray a lot. Anthony Walters, shortstop from San Diego State. I don't think I read about him. Where's he at? Is he on here? He's not. See what Dr. Mark says about that pick.
More center to full side with his homers, whereas the guy that can hit the ball center out, let the ball travel. So there's a difference in style. At the end of the day, it matters what part of the ball you're hitting, what part of the bat. If you've got the accuracy, even if the pass is a little better, you can still hit 20 home runs.
They're showing more on MLB Network. They're not showing as much on ESPN as MLB Network, so we're going to switch to MLB Network. He's not even in the top 500, so Anthony Walters is a sleeper guy, according to the Mets. So Brady Van Wagenen going. Interesting pick. As we will go to Luke Little, left-hand pitcher, signed with South Carolina, San Jacinto JC High School. 70 fastball, another great fastball pitcher. Curveball 50, control 40. But a curveball 50 is actually nice. Not the greatest. So this school has produced Roger Clemens and Andy Petite. Wow. Okay. He's great shape. 86 strikeouts with 39 walks and 44 innings. 39 walks and 44 innings is bad. Wow. That's not good. You know what? I'm not too high on this guy. He's actually projected to be a starter. I don't know. Luke Whittle, not too high on him though. So 167, Joey Weimer, outfielder from Cincinnati. 40 hit, 45 power, 70 arm. I mean, he's a good defender. Can run a little bit, but he's definitely not the greatest offensive player. That's what we're reading from. So it's only 264. Tigers 354 Wood Batham Cape Cod League. Not the hitter. He's quickness, but he's not going to be a hitter. You gotta hit like the Indians need hitters. No, I'm not high on him either. 2 straight prospects I'm not very high on. So here's the Brewer selection. There goes Xavier Warren. He's actually. So how about this is an interesting pick because Xavier Warren is also labeled as a shortstop, but they announce him as a catcher. But I did hear rumors that he does play catcher too. Can play catcher. As the Brewers actually drafted him as a catcher. Wow. So that's interesting. I thought he'd be drafted as a shortstop. It was crazy. He was not previously drafted. As he actually declared for a draft not too long ago. But he was not selected in the 40 rounds. But he gets selected here in the 3rd round. Wow. So with the 168th pick, Javon Holmgren, shortstop out of Michigan. Scouting grades reports. Hit 45, power 30. Has decent fielding. Not amazing fielding, though. Not a very good hitter, though. Not power. Hit 360, though. His speed is average, too. His arm strength is even average, too. And he can hit a little bit, but doesn't seem like a guy you should be too high on as a shortstop. So, Carson Ragsdale, right-hand pitcher. He goes to South Florida, and he has a 55 curveball, 40 changeup, really bad changeup, 40 overall, 50 control. 55 fastball. Pick is in for the Cardinals. As after 2 picks, my Cleveland Indians will be selecting. So I'll go get my hat on here. See what we're gonna do. See if I hope we can take someone that I'm high on. Let's control is 50. Wow, okay. Not terrible. How Tommy John surgery still has an okay control. Threw a lot of strikes this spring, so definitely improving his So his command's actually nice. His control is actually pretty nice though. And there's a good chance that it ends up in the bullpen. To be honest, this guy I'd definitely take a chance on the bullpen. Maybe not in the 3rd round, but maybe in the 4th or 5th round for sure. From the Indians and other teams. So Casey Opitz, I've heard good things about him. He's another Arkansas player. He's a catcher. He is 5'11", 195. He was originally selected by the Indians in the 27th round in the 2017 draft with the 827 pick. He only has a 40 run, but he is a very good defensive catcher. Though he won't do much with the bat, but he will do a lot on the defensive side. The ball, solid receiving blocker. A lot of solid defensive catchers in this class, though. I've realized. So he has raw power, though. Definitely could improve it. I like Casey Opitz for defense, but I don't think he's the greatest guy to get for hit if you want a hitting catcher. So, but you know what? I would not be upset if the Indians selected him because Roberto Press struggled hitting, but then we fixed him. Definitely a guy that teams could fix. So I actually still like Casey Opitz even with this bad hitting, which has actually been improving a little bit. So not bad. So I'll see what's going on in the chat. Yeah. So Michael, draft blog after 2 high upside high school picks like 2A Mason Williams, Cardinals take classic hitter Burleson. Yeah, Burleson's interesting, but I'm not very high on him from what I read. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you, but I'm not too high on Alex Burleson. So Jimmy Galenke was already picked, actually. As I don't remember who was picked 100%, but I definitely knew he was picked. As he was selected by the Giants with the 68th pick. So, Blake Dunn, outfielder out of Western Michigan. 45 power, 70 run, wow. 65 arm. Nice defender and a nice runner. Levi Prater from Oklahoma. Did not read about him at all. Never heard of him. The Cardinals take. Cardinals have a bunch of picks. Wow. Blake Dunn, 40 overall. Hit 45. There's some 45 hitters that actually have been decent here. So Blake Dunn. But Dunn really struggled in the Cape Cod League 229 here with 25% strikeout. I want to like this guy, but I just don't really think he's. I mean, he is nice. He's fast. He has a nice arm, but I just don't know if he's going to be a guy that could translate great in the MLB or I can make the MLB. So I'm not too high on him, to be honest with you. Jacob Teeter, first baseman out of Florida Southern. So a smaller school, 50 hit, 50 power, 35 run, really slow, but he's a first baseman. Not terrible power. So 50 throw, 40 overall, and 45 field. Torkelson only has 60 power, so this is not bad. Guy definitely could be a pure first baseman. Could hit, so definitely has a presence on the batter's box. Can hit the ball out. He can play third base. Playing against Division II companies could make the he's a guy that may be affected by that, but he played really well in the Cape Cod League, which really is huge. So this guy, Jacob Teeter, needed first base. I would definitely give him take a pick for him, as he'll probably sign. Here's the Nationals pick. Ooh, I like him. So the Indians will be picking. I like Holden Powell, but the guy I really like here is Hunter Barnhart. Between Holden Powell and Hunter Barnhart, I actually like Hunter Barnhart a little more, but we'll see what happens here. I'll have to watch some highlights of all the Indians picks and a lot of other picks after the draft and see what I think. So this will be interesting. So my Indians are on the clock as I'll read a prospect very quickly. Christian Chamberlain, left-hand pitcher. 55 curve, 50 fastball, 50 changeup, control 45, not the greatest control. As he is with the Oregon State, is not bad. 12 per 9, rate that spike to 13.9 from 4-start. Wow. He struggled with throw strikes consistently. So, but he's another guy that could be out there as a starter. But he could be in the bullpen. But there looks like teams may try him as a starter and see what he can do. So not a bad player, but I do like guys that get 12 plus strikeouts there. But he is very raw, and but definitely has upside. So I don't think he's a bad prospect. I think he's okay. I think he's kind of decent, but he's not amazing. But I don't hate him. Definitely don't hate him. Definitely don't hate Christian Chamberlain. So the Indians pick is in. So we will be selecting now. This will be interesting. All right. So let's see what the Indians go with. Hopefully they'll pick someone nice. Hopefully it gets announced. Here it is. Who do we select? Let's have 2 more picks after this. Ooh. I think Petey Halpin? Wow, I think this is a steal. Wasn't he supposed to go 2nd round? Okay. Wow. I think he was supposed to go 2nd round. Or early 3rd. Petey Halpin, yeah. I like this kid. As he has not the highest power in the world, but he has a great arm. Yeah, I was raving about this guy when I was looking at him before the stream. Just right before the stream, he was one of the guys I saw. I was like, oh, dang, he has a great arm. Definitely could be a great outfielder for a team. Petey Halpin. I don't know why, but I forgot. For a second, I thought his name was actually had P. I thought it was Petey, but it's just Petey. So he's a high school hitter. As the Indians have been over high school hitters in this draft. As he's a 50 fielder, he's a very good defender. Decent hitter. As he's only 18 years old. He was initially committed to UCLA, so he's I did look earlier. He has a strong connection to Pete Crow Armstrong, as he is actually very similar to Pete Crow Armstrong. So that's nice. So we could arguably getting Pete Crow Armstrong 2.0 in the 3rd round. Wow. So I really like the pick for the Indians. And player comparison, Brandon Nimble, who's this close to being an all-star in 2018. I really like this pick for the Indians. We did need outfield depth, and I'll take it. Petey Halpin, as he was one of the top 5 prospects, top 7 prospects left on the board. So I really like the pick by the Indians. I think he'll sign, as he is. But he is signed to Texas, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a scout saying he might actually be Pete Crow. He's actually the same player as Pete Crow Armstrong, and we got him in the 3rd round. So I'm liking the pick for the Indians. So I did look at him earlier. I like him. So Petey Halpin. I really like Owen Casey and Hudson Haskin, but I will take Petey Halpin for sure. I actually liked Halpin a little better than Casey, but I liked Haskin a little more, as he actually went 39th. Here's the race selection. Oh, that's a really good pick for the race. Hunter Barnhart. Wow, I'm high on him. So that you got to give props to that. Rays, I really like that pick right there. So, okay, Rays, I see you. I see you, Tampa. I see you. So, yeah, Michael. Ian Seymour's an interesting prospect. Didn't know much about him, but definitely has some stuff.
Ooh. A lot of upside here. Another young arm
Second round. Yeah, Petey Halpin could have went 2nd round, early 3rd, but we get him at 95. He was actually a top 76 prospect. How about that? So I like that. As the Indians are making some smart picks in this draft. Every pick we've made so far, I've actually known in person, so that's nice. So with the 175th prospect, Kyle Hurt, right-hand pitcher out of USC, 22 years old. He originally was selected in 2017, but decided to go back to college, as he has a 55 fastball, 50 slider, 55 changeup, 40 curveball, 45 control. So that's interesting. As Kyle Hurt was a top 100 draft prospect coming out of San Diego High School in 2017, but then a knee injury really hurt him. Very strong commitment to USC. He's always commanded his stuff well or maintained it deep into starts with the sharpness of his stuff often varying from outing to outing. He entered the spring as one of the more. So he should definitely potentially get selected. That's what I see from him. He does need to work on his curve. Just because of slider safety, I won't hate him. But what I see from him, he is an inconsistent breaking ball pitcher, which really hurts. I'm not gonna be a fan of Kyle, to be honest with you guys. So we've been live for almost 3 hours now. So 76 pick, Sterling Thompson, 176 prospect, third baseman, signed with Florida. He's 18 years old. It's gonna be tough to get him out of Florida. I would not be shocked if he just stayed at Florida. As he has 50 hit, 50 power, 50 arm, overall 40, 45 field, 45 run. He may be a second baseman instead of a third baseman, but he really has a lot of improving to do. He looks like a guy that will probably go back to college. So Thompson, not the greatest player. He's a good chance of going back to college. So I would not take him on the team. So we got 24 prospects to go over left. As I will go over one after the Braves pick. There's Bad Dog. Oh my gosh. The non diggity dizzle. Oh my gosh, Bad Dog. Let's go.
Maybe you should think again. Ask your doctor about once daily collagen. We know times are hard, and we're here for you. Find support at collagen.com.
Wow. Sports expert in the moon. Sports expert in the moon. So here's a 97 pick flyer. The Atlanta Braves coming up. Braves president, general manager Alex Anthopoulos. So 177 prospect Will Klein of Eastern Illinois. But here's the pick for the Braves.
The 97th pick in the 2020 MLB draft, the Atlanta Braves select outfielder Jesse Franklin V from the University of Michigan.
Jesse Franklin they take. He's one of my least favorite players in this draft. Just got to say that. I'm not too high on him. Atlanta Braves, I don't know what you're doing there, but not the greatest pick. So we'll move on to the 98th pick with the Braves. Nothing much to say there. And he actually broke his collarbone in a skiing accident this year. Jesse Franklin. So Will Klein is a 60 fastball, 55 curveball, 45 control, 40 changeup. As a starter in 2020, Klein worked at 92, 94 miles per hour. On top of that, 96 with a four-seam fastball. He likes velocity with the changeup, though. He has a changeup, but it's not great. 0.86 ERA, 38 strikeouts, 21 innings. Wow. 90 miles per hour. During the wood bat circuit's all-star game. Wow. Had a nice size. He definitely could just. He was actually good enough to focus on two pitches. Will Klein looking like a really solid prospect. So if the Indians take him, I would be happy. I would be very happy though. So really nice That's a really nice prospect right there, and we'll climb. To read about Nick Wolgamuth, another pitcher, as he could definitely go to college in Arkansas. So that's why teams may not hesitate on him, as he's 60 fastball, 55 changeup, 50 curveball, 40 control. But he does have a very strong pretty strong with Arkansas. So I'm not going to regard much to him. So it looks like he'll go back to college if he doesn't get really drafted. Even if he does get drafted, so who knows? Nick Williams, I'm not going to go much to him, as he's curveball. He can hit a little bit as a right-hand pitcher, but I just don't know if he's going to stay in the draft. So don't go for him much. So here's the pick by the Oakland A's. Ooh, Michael Goldberg. I've not heard of him yet. Is he down here? He's not. Wow. All right. So you gotta get this back here. Not a ton of power for Goldberg, apparently. So Bobby Seymour, 45 power, 30 run. Don't know about him. Very, very, very raw and very low prospect. Not very good there, Seymour. There's 99th pick by the Yankees. Ooh. Wait, wasn't he considered an outfielder? However, yes, he was for college, but he's drafted as a second baseman. As he has comparisons to Daniel Murphy, I feel like he's a poor man's Daniel Murphy. I'm not the highest on him, but he might prove me wrong. Let's see what he can do. You know, so it's an okay pick for the Yankees, but not an incredible pick. So we'll see though what happens. Yankee, yep, they picked Trevor Hoffer. Yeah, he was an outfielder in college. Yep, that's why I was interested. So wow, we've been live for almost 3 hours. Wow. My mind's full of Egbert. All right, well, the Dodgers will be up with the 100th pick. Network is live. Pick is in for the Dodgers. Here's the Dodgers pick. Ooh. I'm surprised Chase Davis hasn't been selected, but they take Vogel. Vogel's one of those outfielders I was a little, low on, but another guy I really like is Chase Davis, so I'm surprised he hasn't been selected yet. So interesting. How about Logan Allen just tweeted this a couple hours ago. Indians of all teams taking Logan Allen. Guys, I'm being drafted by a great team other Logan. That's funny, man. But Logan Allen, I wasn't high on him at first, but when I read the stats though, wow, he impresses me a lot. I like the pick. Here's my pick rankings. 1 Burns, 2 Allen, 3 Halpin, and 4 Tucker. I like the Allen pick a little bit more than the Halpin pick just because I like what the stuff, like the Shane Bieber, Lucas Giolito comparisons. But Petey Halpin compares to Brandon Nimmo, and Tucker. I'm not sure what Tucker's going to do at the MLB level, but he can hit, I've heard. From Cole Tucker's better than other people. So the Astros are on the clock, the cheaters. That'll be interesting. So the 180th prospect, Zach Brisky. So Zach Brisky, fastball 70, wow, but controls 30, which is horrendous. That's not going to slide. But a 60 slider. I think all these guys with back controls definitely have good sliders and fastball. Command is bad. 10.5, wow. Walking 10.5 in 9 innings. Wow, that's bad. Looks like he'll be a reliever, but not. He doesn't seem like a special reliever for teams. Maybe he could be a top prospect like AJ Puck, but he's gonna have to get his command. If he can get his command up, he's a top prospect, top reliever prospect for sure. So I would definitely take a risk on him for sure. I would definitely draft him from the team. I like Jake Ogle, but I don't know. I thought there were other options out there a little better. Like I really like Chase Davis though. So all right. Final pick of this third round for the Astros. See what they take. Oh, Tyler Brown. I really like him. I know he's had some issues in his personal life, but he's been a really good pitcher, very consistent for Vanderbilt. So I really like the kid. I hope he does win the MLB, but I just feel bad he got drafted by the cheaters. No, Tyler Brown. Maybe he'll stay again, but I don't know. But interesting pick. He's a reliever.
No, it's like that came out before the draft, and I asked the scouts about it, and they told me that Tyler thought it smart for somebody to take a little bit out of context. You weren't drafting guys in the third round, especially in a year when you lost your first two picks plus times to the stealing scandal. I think he's going to sign. As you point out,
yeah, I think Tyler Brown will sign too.
In the fastball, he's got a mid-80 slider. Wasn't quite as sharp this year as he was previously, but it was just early in the season. Also has a mid-70s curveball. You can maybe play with the idea of starting him. I think he'll probably just be developed as a reliever by the Astros. This guy's overcome a ton of adversity. His mother died of cancer when he was 13.
Yep, mother died of cancer.
He had a daughter born with Down syndrome. He'll become alive.
Yeah, daughter born with Down syndrome. I think he also saved his mom's life before she died too, a year before. Wow, that's crazy, Tyler Brown. So he drove the car when he was 13. I think I heard about that story. Wow. Tyler Brown's his life's crazy. I'm happy for him though, getting selected by the Houston Astros. So we'll go over another prospect. Patrick Reilly, right-hand pitcher, 55 fastball, curveball. Definitely raised his stock. Has a little bit of comparisons to Alexander Savicle, who I really like. Okay. Definitely a raw player. Bad changeup, but like I said about changeups like a lot. Definitely raw. But he hasn't pitched a ton though. As he is 18 years old and signed with Vanderbilt. So he could. So because it's the fourth round, it may be tricky to get him in Vanderbilt. So I definitely wouldn't. But I wouldn't waste a pick on him just because I believe he will stay at Vanderbilt for sure. So Calais Rosario, 17 years old, California Baptist he signed with. But a guy that could be drafted. If he gets drafted, I think he will go. Leave, as this is saying good chance he may leave, as he is a decent athlete, plays center field in high school, but as a typical average runner, as he has 45 field run and hit, 55 power, 50. So he's good in power. His power is nice though. So he's one of those guys that outfielders, maybe an Eddie Rosario type player. Okay, Eddie Rosario, but I definitely take a pick on him. I think there's a lot of upside there. So I do not mind him at all. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Just Michael again. So that's just Michael till Topper House still. That's interesting.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. Getting the job done just got easier.
Why does it give me the Greenlight debit card? Well, they're gonna need money sometime. With Greenlight, you can send them money instantly, manage where they can spend, and get alerts when they use their card. Imagine the peace of mind that would bring you. Greenlight.
So Seth Longley still out there. Tanner Witt. Wow. A lot of nice prospects still out there in the fourth. So we'll go over Jamal Gwynn now. Third baseman out of USC. 21 years old. 50 power, 50 arm, 45 in hit run and field for 40 overall. That's actually nice. So see what you can do with a hot corner. He's not a bad athlete, but it's unclear if he can stick at third baseman, as he could actually be an outfielder or maybe even a first baseman. As there will be pressure on him playing third in the MLB level and the minor league level. We'll see what happens. So pick is in for the Tigers. Chance to be the first starting hitter to go in the top 5 rounds since catcher Jeremy Martinez was a 4th round pick in 2016. He has a lot of offensive potential, a lot of plate discipline, 420 on base percentage in Southern Cal career. In the career, wow, that's nice. Raw power in batting practice. Here's a Tigers pick. Ooh, I like Gage Workman. I was talking about him. I had him going maybe late second, early third too. I really like this pick for the Tigers. So Tigers having a great draft so far as they take their second Arizona State player as a teammate of Spencer Torkelson. Wow. Okay. So we will actually go upstairs now. As we will stream the draft from over here. Okay, so but I really like Jamal again. Really like him. As we got Taylor Dollard, right-hand pitcher out of Cal Poly, 50 fastball, slider, 50 changeup, 50 overall, 40, 55 control, 45 curveball. Doesn't walk a lot of batters. Some see a little Tom Eshelman. Okay, not bad. But he won't be, 88-90 range only. Slow fastball. Like, the velocity needs to get better, though. Definitely can improve. He's okay, but he's not great. And he plays Cowboy, so I'm not the highest on Taylor Dollard right now. So, yeah. But, guys, let's check something. I've been live for over 3 hours now. What's going on, Late Pig Diamond? I appreciate you joining the stream, my man. I really appreciate that. But I am going to end the stream right now. It was a fun stream. Maybe I'll go live for the last 10 picks or something like that, but who knows. So, Sports Expert 101 here. You can call me Sports Expert. Really appreciate you guys joining the stream. So, I'm out of here. Peace. In a second here. Yeah, I don't know how the Orioles took them at second, but I'm out of here. Peace. Guys are very good supporters.